Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.
The Power Hour.
A special 4th of July edition of the Power Hour. Hello, Mike. Hey, Tanner. Hey, Al. Hey, everybody that's on here. Deacon Jones is in the house. We appreciate everybody. In my hometown of Jonesboro, Arkansas, I'm broadcasting live on the 4th of July. It's 5 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we appreciate you being here on this 4th day of July. We have thunderstorms approaching the area, should be here in a few minutes, so that's a heads up to everybody. If we get kicked off the air, we get kicked off the air, and we'll get back on here as soon as we can. So bunch of people on here. Hadn't heard from Tanner in a long time, and we appreciate that very much. Absolutely. You know, 4th of July is a great holiday, whether it's spending time with family, spending time with great friends, or in one of the saddest times of my life, I spent 4th of July all day long in 2019 with Eddie Marlin, which would end up being the last 4th of July of his life. The number one citizen of Georgia, Mr. Al Tuttle, is in the house, and we appreciate that very much. And he shares with us that there's thunderstorms going on there as well. This is bang, boom. Here we go with Power Pro Wrestling, a marathon show. Frank, what is going on? I have, in my mind, I advertised 3 shows, but if I am as fired up as I think I am, and if we still have viewers, then we'll go with 4 shows. If we still have people in here, a good house in here, we'll do 5 shows. This is the Power Pro Wrestling watch along, and we're cool and ready to go. Tanner, we'll go ahead and put your comment up there. Glad to be back today. Just dealing with the blazing sun, hot sun today, and the next couple of days, a heat wave there, and I am having a great 4th of July. Now, it's the Power Hour. Every Monday night, we watch a watch along on the Power Hour. Andrew Calvin Jr. of Team Hell Says, and we do every Monday night at 7 o'clock Central, and certainly this coming Monday is no exception. Just like this coming Tuesday, we'll be rocking and rolling with a great edition, and it'll be hard to follow the record-setting edition that we had last week on Talking Mythless Wrestling, but we'll sure try. And I may open it up in the last 30 minutes to 45 minutes next Tuesday for an interactive show. Who knows? We may do that today as well. Let me explain. Power Pro Wrestling followed USWA Wrestling that went away in 1997. Michael Butler, TV5 fan from Humboldt, Tennessee. Power Pro Wrestling was needed because USWA went away in 1977. In April of 1998, Power Pro Wrestling got going. It got going in a big way. We were rocking and rolling from the start. Absolutely. June turned the table to go to a different level as we were building to the very first show Power Pro did at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis in June, called the Blast Off at the Dome. The first show that I am going to show you, the first two shows I'm going to show you, are the go home shows for Blast Off at the Dome. Then I will show you, and I'm excited about this, I will show you the award-winning, highly rated, first ever in history, and we'll go, hopefully the plan is around 7 o'clock, we will be, just like we were doing July the 4th, 1998, when we were live as live can be, prime time, in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm so excited about that. And now we will go with what we're going to see today. Show number 10 from Power Pro Wrestling. Just 10. You will see where we were at 10 shows in. Then, and I guess I will tell you that June 20th was the go home show for the Blast Off at the Dome, and this is a great thing and some very interesting stuff. One of the things involving a TV5 executive and Brandon Baxter that set up the Fourth and Fourth Rumble on the River. We also just have all kinds of things, and Jerry Lawler with a big attack on Kid Wicked later on. John is in the house. He's on YouTube, and he's in Texas, and I appreciate that very much. Then we will show the June 27, 1998 show. That's the Blast Off from the Dome recap program. And also we will absolutely be the go home show for Rumble on the River. And then after that, we will go ahead and show number 12 live from the Mississippi River, July the 4th, 1998. And if we still have peoples in here, and people, if you haven't seen some of the earlier days of Power Pro Wrestling, I think you will be blown away. I think you will have a hard time saying this is not blowing away any wrestling you've seen in a while. We tell stories. This is classic Memphis wrestling, though, with a new twist. I'm really excited about it. Of course, show number 12, if we get to it, and we will get to it, the Rumble on the River show. Show number 13 is from July the 11th. That's the follow-up, and that has a little crazy video of Jerry Lawler live in the control room. Tanner, I'll go ahead and read his post that he has just done, and we'll put it on the screen for everybody to read with me. Funny enough, I'm going to see a wrestling show along the Columbia River here in the next week, so we're going to have our own Rumble on the River. Love this episode. It's always a thrill to watch, and we certainly appreciate that very much. June the 20th, 1998 is Power Pro Wrestling. Dave Brown on vacation. Corey Macklin into the house and did a fantastic job. Show number 10 of Power Pro Wrestling. We did a 9-minute monologue to get us going. And now we're going to get it going with the 55-minute show right now. There may be commercials involved in this, but we're going to watch the Power Hour, and the chat will be open. And please make your comments for this 1998, June the 20th, Power Pro Wrestling program, show number 10 in the series. The opening theme that we use now on Monday nights is the updated version. A lot of people at the TV5 studio in Memphis, Tennessee, and look who is at ringside, the Superstar and Samantha.
a blast off in the dome, but I've got the superstar, Bill Dundee, and Samantha here with me today.
Daniel Garcia, Castler, Daniel Garcia says Joe Henry is the Deadpool of pro wrestling. That's not very nice.
Referee Aubrey Wayne making his way, and that's what Power Pro is all about. Corey, it's about wrestling, and that's what this does, is wrestling. Talking about wrestling, here's Blade, and he's a real good young athlete from Louisiana, so... But his opponent, I'm telling you, I've wrestled this guy on numerous occasions, and Blade, you got your work cut out for you today, son.
This will be a tough battle for young Blade from Louisiana, one of the mainstay Young Gun members starting his career. And here's a guy, and this was in this show from 1998. The person coming to the ring now made his first appearance on TV5 Wrestling as a young man. The shoe was on that foot. Coco Ware entering the Power Pro Studios right now. Coco, wrestling ability is just fantastic. And there's no doubt about it. As we got a big Power Pro wrestling program coming up, no doubt about it. This show was a go-home show with a blast-off at the Dome, June the 23rd of the year 1998, drawing around 4,000 fans. The opening big tag team match, Jackie Moore, Miss Texas. We will see her get proposed to in a little bit by Derek King. They have a match on the June the 23rd card. We also had some WWF help. The Midnight Express, the new Midnight Express against the Rock and Roll Express. Jim Cornette there. 10-man tag, Valiant, Dundee, Coco, the Moondog, bunch of people on that. Then we also saw Brian Christopher against Jesse James Armstrong, the Road Dogg. Semifinal match with Brandon Baxter and Billy Travis's Corner against Double J Jeff Jarrett returning to Memphis. And the main event of the night was Jerry the King Lawler against WWF star Kane. We're with you on a marathon edition of Power Pro Wrestling.
The Boogie Woogie Man going to be here. Boogie Man. Hot Dog, Handsome Jimmy. He's going to be in town on Tuesday for the Big Tan, man. Maybe he'll show up at Donnie Hatcher's today, and he may go to Gosnell tonight. Look at Coco. He's brain buster. Oh, my, yeah, he calls that the bird buster, actually. 2 count and 3.
Quick win. Usually Blade wasn't involved in one-sided matches. However, former NWA World Champion Challenger in 1986, Coco Ware, great run in the WWF. The little things, as we had security in downtown Bruno checking on Blade because that looked vicious, and here's this argument.
Coco, come on, Coco. I want piece of you. That's what I figured. You ain't nothing but a chicken. You ain't nothing but a chicken. You invite me to be. Give me some competition out here. Yeah, Coco. Hey, look out, Bill. Here comes the whole clans of all of them. Billy.
This is how we open Power Pro Wrestling on June 20th, 1998. Watch now. Hey, this is exciting.
Let's don't do any of this stuff. Oh, look out! Here comes some help in there. The Moondog! Hit the ring, and here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, look out, Ralph. This guy is wild and crazy, I guarantee you. Get out of there, Aubrey. Let's run out loud. Hey, come on. Let's take a break. Come on.
Move over to savings at your port.
And now we go to commercials. As normally, the commercials are edited out. This particular one is not, and we'll go full screen with me. We will mute the audio right there. It's the Power Hour Marathon. We'll show at least 3 Power Pro Wrestling shows. And if we're fired up, you're fired up. If everybody is enjoying this show, we'll come back with 4. I think you will enjoy the rest of this show, as we will quickly be hearing from Jerry the King Lawler. We have Stacy the Cat Carter in a match. Listen to this with Paul Bunyan. An interview pre-tape from Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express. A Brandon Baxter Billy Travis interview. A Billy Travis Bobby Bronze match. The great classic Brandon Baxter segment setting up the Rumble on the River program. Then we will see Derry King proposing to Miss Texas, Jackie Moore, Rob Harlem Sir Mo against a mystery opponent. Wait till you see that. I think you will be excited about that as well. Then Jeff Jarrett has Billy Travis come out and do an interview about him. Then we have a Moondog Spot match. And at the end of the show, Jerry Lawler attacks Kid Wicked. That will be what you will see on this particular show. Then it will be followed by show 11 from June 27th, the Blast Off at the Dome recap and the Rumble on the River Go Home show. Appreciate everybody making comments today. Call a friend, call a neighbor. I know this is an off time. It's 5:17. We've started with probably about 14 less people than we normally have on this program in the beginning of the program. That's okay because it's a holiday and it's earlier than we usually schedule, as the Power Hour is certainly absolutely on the air, and we are getting ready for it to come back on the air. As here's Corey.
Let's try to tell you about it. You know, with our first show of Power Pro Wrestling, April 18th, Randy Hales told you that this is a promotion from Memphis, local wrestling promotion. And let me tell you, fans, he is not holding anything back. At the Coliseum Tuesday night, they're going to have the big pyros, the fireworks, the lights, the smoke. It's going to be an exciting night of
Listen to this pitch job, this hype job from Corey.
Big matches signed, sponsored by Dixie Queen and Cadillac of Memphis. Today at Cadillac of Memphis on Covington Pike, the King, Jerry Lawler, will be at Cadillac of Memphis along with myself. We'll both be there. We'll have some free tickets to Tuesday night's wrestling at the Coliseum today, 12:30 until 2 o'clock. Cadillac of Memphis on Covington Pike. Myself and the King will be there. Also today at Dixie Queen on Mount Moriah. Dixie Queen on Mount Moriah. Randy Hales, Jackie, formerly known as Miss Texas, she's going to be
Hey, Todd Alexander, welcome. Welcome to the 4th of July version of Power Pro Wrestling, the Power Hour. Watching right now, June the 20th, 1998. We will see June 27th, July 4th, and maybe July the 11th here today on the Power Hour. Call a friend, call a neighbor, let them know. Promote this show. Associate Minister Terry Jones, promote this show. We went for all the marbles for this Mid-South Coliseum show. We did
Hey, also on the bus, on that ride Tuesday night, Jackie, Bill Superstar.
We bought signs at all the city buses. We did billboards and a lot of stuff to certainly promote this program.
Big street fight on one side. Bill Superstar Dundee, the Moondog, the Spellbinder, Boogie Woogie Man, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, and a mystery partner on one.
We'll find out who that mystery person is later on in the show.
Beware and BJ Awesome. That's all in the Tin Man coming up. This is Tuesday night at the Coliseum. Then Outlaws versus Too Much Captains match.
Corey Macklin, the late great Corey Macklin, doing a great job hosting the show as Dave Brown was on vacation. Look at this card, people. The first ever Mid-South Coliseum card for Power Pro Wrestling.
The Midnight Express with Jim Cornette at ringside. Special challenge match.
Todd's asking who costs the most to bring in. Why don't everybody take a guess? That's a good question, Todd. Certainly I know the answer. It's a pretty easy answer. Who would you think costs the most? And now you've seen the entire card.
With the King, Jerry Lawler. Big night of action. Pick up those advanced tickets. They're on sale at all Ticketmaster outlets. Of course, you can pick them up at the Coliseum up till match time.
Anybody wants to guess
Tuesday night,
on that list of talent we just saw?
With Lawler and Kane.
Who had the highest payoff?
Take a look. Here's a little history of how all of this came together. Take a look.
We promised the fans of Memphis a great
Yes, Kane. In today's time, it wouldn't be much. I guaranteed him $1,000 and a plane ticket. When he got there, he said, if we don't draw, you don't have to pay me my full guarantee. I said, oh, we'll draw. And we did.
Your big idea, Randy, is you're going to bring Kane to the Mid-South Coliseum.
Kane is the answer.
That the King built, and you're going to bring Kane down here to try to do me in. That's what you're trying to do. And don't
This was 26 years ago, so obviously I look 26 years younger. It is Kane. Everybody that guessed Kane, you're correct.
Get rid of the King. Well, let me tell you something, pal. The King that you see on Monday Night Raw that's up there laughing, having fun, making jokes is totally different. I do that for a paycheck, pal. But right here in Memphis, Tennessee, at the Mid-South Coliseum, the house that the King built is going to be a totally different story. If you think for 1 minute you're bringing Kane or anybody else in here that's going to get rid of me, you got another thing coming, pal, because I'll do whatever it takes, whenever it takes, when I get in the ring with whoever at the Coliseum to make sure that the King remains the King. I didn't go out to some dime store and buy this, pal. I earned this crown. You understand that? Your big master plan, if that's obviously what it is going to go up.
You know, to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure it drew, and he was on top. Lawler was not guaranteed one single dime. However, main event payoff, if I pay, and I did, pay Kane $1,000, Lawler would have got $1,000. Of course, 7 minutes from his house at the time.
Now, that's from Stacy. Did that one hurt a little more, pal? Well, you see,
And that's the recap of the start of the Randy Hills Jerry Lawler feud. This is as Jerry Lawler is making his entrance to the TV5 studios, a very special 4th of July Power Pro Wrestling Marathon right here. Thank you very much for being here with us, and happy 4th of July. Listen to this great interview.
Now, you might have shown a little bit of brief history between Randy Hales and I, but I think it goes a little bit deeper than this. Let's face it, all Randy Hales is trying to do for some reason, and I can't figure out yet exactly what the reason is, but he's trying to get rid of Jerry Lawler. Now, I don't know what his problem is. I guess maybe he sits around and he watches the World Wrestling Federation. Maybe he wants to be like Vince McMahon. Maybe he sees that Vince McMahon is trying to get rid of Stone Cold Steve Austin, so he thinks he's going to do the same thing here in Memphis. Let me tell you something. That ain't going to work, Randy Hales. Now, I know that you don't think that I have a chance against Kane. And I don't. What do you think? You think I got a chance against Kane, huh, Corey?
Well, I'll just tell you. The guy's huge. He's beating The Undertaker, Jerry. I don't know.
The guy's huge. He's beating The Undertaker. So I can tell by the tone of your voice, you don't think I got a chance against Kane. Let me tell you something. This is the Mid-South Coliseum Tuesday night in Memphis, Tennessee we're talking about. What about these people out here? You people think I got a chance against Kane?
Hey, Thomas.
You see, Corey?
Special marathon edition of Power Pro Wrestling.
I didn't just go out and buy this crown. I became the king a long time ago, and I earned this title. And I've lived up to that reputation for many years right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Do you understand that? Yes, no doubt about it. Well, then why are you so worried about what I'm going to do with Kane? I think that I can tell by the tone of your voice you don't think I got a chance. I'm here to tell
Is
you.
PJ in the house this afternoon?
Oh, man, I might have to reach down into my bag of tricks and pull out some dirty trick, or I might have a dirty trick up my sleeve. Well, you're talking to the king.
Zombie? Nice words there. Appreciate it.
I got more than a bag of dirty tricks, pal. I got a whole house full. I got a whole castle full, and I'm going to pull everyone that I have to do in Kane. Do you understand that?
I understand, Jerry, while you're here. Now, last week, Paul Bearer had Kane here and had some words you want here. While you're standing here with me now, take a listen. Here's some more words from Paul Bearer and Kane about Tuesday night at the Coliseum.
You know, all my life I've been let down. The wrestling fans of the world have let me down. The Undertaker's mother let me down. Even the Undertaker let me down. But Jerry Lawler, I never thought that you would ever let me down. You made me believe that you were my friend. You let me sit down next to you in a private conversation and pour my heart out to you, answer questions that I've never told anyone before. You're a liar, Lawler. You knew that camera was on all the time. You are in TV production. You're a TV announcer. You knew it was on. You probably paid those people in that truck under the table to keep that camera rolling. That's fine. We're going to roll all right. We're going to roll right into Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, on June the 23rd, back in the Mid-South Coliseum, your hometown, Jerry Lawler. My son Kane is going to step into that ring, and he's going to beat you right in front of all your hometown fans, and then we're going to tote your dead carcass out next to the other king of Memphis and bury you in Graceland.
From Paul Bearer, and he very much, Jerry, feels like that you're the reason the Undertaker's after him.
Well, let me just say this. In case anybody didn't see what happened, Paul Bearer and I was sitting getting ready to do a little interview with him, and they went to commercial, supposedly. At least we thought they had gone to commercial. And all of a sudden, Paul Bearer starts talking about his big escapades that he supposedly had in the past with the Undertaker's mother. Now, I think anybody
Todd,
can take one look
I
at
think
Paul
I'm
Bearer
fair to
and
say
know
6 or 7 years.
that he probably couldn't get a woman if he was in a woman's prison with a handful of pardons, if you know what I mean.
What a great
So I don't even know if that's true.
one-liner from Jerry
that
Lawler.
Ever since Paul Bearer made those comments, The Undertaker has kicked his butt every chance he got. And he got mine one time, too. So, Paul Bearer, let me just tell you this, pal. You're going to be there Tuesday night. We got a chance to settle the score once and for all. We're going to get this settled. And the way it's going to get settled is you're going to find out, and your son Kane is going to find out who the
Classic
real king
Jerry
is, and
Lawler.
you're looking at him right
Classic
now, and there'll be
interview
no
to sell
question
tickets at the
after
Mid-South
vote.
Coliseum on June 23rd at Blastoff of the Dome.
I
Classic.
think we can go ahead and get one more thing settled right now, and that's Randy Hales. And I want to get Randy Hales out here, and I want to find out just why he wants to get rid of the king. I want to know what the deal is. Get it out here.
I don't know, Jerry. Randy's probably upstairs. I know he's busy.
I know he's probably upstairs and busy. It'll take him about 2.
Well, here comes the senior referee for Power Pro, Bruno Lars. And Bruno, he wants to talk to Randy. I don't know.
Mr. Hales is very busy. You know, he's trying to run a television production. He's very busy upstairs. He doesn't have time to come down here every time some Tom, Dick, and Harry of Power Pro Wrestling calls him down here.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. He don't have time to come down here every time some Tom, Dick, or Harry calls him down here. Hey, you're talking to the king right now, and you're telling me that Randy Hales is not going to come down here and talk to me face to face?
Mr. Hales does not have time to come down during this program. That's what I'm here for. You understand?
Oh, so you're here in place of Randy Hales. Well, then I'll tell you what, Bruno. Why don't you send this little message to...
Yeah, please, Bruno.
I'm not going to slap you. That's not the message I want to send to Randy Hales. The message that I want to send to Randy Hales is just a little bit more than a slap. It's this right here. Come here, let me show you.
Oh, come on, Jerry. He grabbed Bruno. Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Lawler's got Bruno at no. That is ridiculous. Come on, Jerry. For crying out loud.
Hello, Walker, Hawthorne, Edwards. It's the Power Hour, as now we go to commercials, and so we will take that off the screen. So that's why you're looking at me, as we are now 34 minutes left in this showing of the June the 20th show. A reminder from Associate Minister Jones to all viewers and subscribers, please keep your comments clean and respectful, or
Back on the Power
you
Hour, Power
will
Pro
be
Wrestling. The
blocked.
King is still here because before this day is over, I'm going to make a believer out of you, and I'm going to make a believer out of all these people, and especially I'm going to make a believer out of Randy Hales. And right now we got something else that I'm not excited about.
What now?
I'm going to tell you what. This is another plot by Randy Hales to try to not only get rid of me. You see he's got this Paula Bunyan or whoever she is in the ring. Now who's she supposed to wrestle now?
She's going to wrestle Stacy.
Oh, she's going to wrestle Stacy. Well, let me tell you something. Stacy's not a wrestler. The only reason I had Stacy accompany me to the ring is to try to put a pretty face out here on the wrestling show. And now Randy wants to shove her in the ring and try to make a wrestler out of her.
Well, whether you think she's a wrestler or not, she's going to wrestle
Zombie?
Randy today coming up right now.
Actually, I think that was meant to be
I don't know if I'm going to let her wrestle or not.
a compliment. Power Hour was always the funniest show around, no desire. Sometimes you have to throw humor in there, but mainly it's my philosophy on, especially in 98, wrestling needed to be realistic,
Well, I tell you what, I'm staying here till he
needed,
does show up.
Well,
and believable, real, with heat on the heel. Paula Bunyan, Stacy, the Cat Carter.
BJ Awesome coming up today, and he's got a special mystery opponent on today's Power Hour. Here comes Tony Falk.
99% of the music done by TV5 director James Estes.
I'm going to get rid of these women right now. I'm sick of this.
Come on, Tony. We don't need any of that stuff out here. Tony Falk runs over to the ring. I want to remind you, fans, pick up those tickets. I'm going to make a little example out of Tony Falk, too. I'm going to give you a little taste of what Kane might be seeing. Well, Lawler goes over, says he's going to give us a taste of what Kane may see.
The fire!
Tony Falk. Lawler with the big ball of fire, and Stacy rolls up. Paula Bunyan. 1, 2, 3.
And in her first match at the TV5 studio, Stacy, the Cat Carter, will go out as the winner. Frank?
But I'm going to tell you something. Kane ain't going to be so lucky, and neither is Randy Hales. I'm telling
Lawler and I got along great. Absolutely. I grew up on Memphis wrestling. Me and him thought alike, and also any top talent you would give input to. You just didn't go to anybody and say, hey, this is what you're going to do. It was a discussion. And I think that is certainly the healthy thing to do. Absolutely 100% healthy thing to do, because certainly I'm gonna lose and I get in a brawl with a 500-pound wrestler, and there's ways around it. The way you do it is you lay out something. You also have in your mind, always have in your mind, what's next, because pretty much any top wrestlers, especially if they're getting beat in the match, they will, what's next for me? And then you better have an answer. You know, certainly, as Zombie says, a lot of shows copy Power Pro. Obviously, Power Pro was a copy of classic Memphis wrestling. We called it classic Memphis wrestling with a new twist. I know pro wrestling is so open now, and there's so many podcasts just like this. Here's Jim Cornette.
Power Pro Wrestling. He said, Jim Cornette, if you'll bring the Midnight Express down to Memphis, then I assure you I'll find quality opposition for him. But what does he do once I agree to bring the best tag team in the WWF to Memphis? What does he do? He signs a match for us to face Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express, the biggest thorns in my side that have ever existed in my entire lifetime. Well, let me tell you something, Ricky and Robert. I was there the night in the Mid-South Coliseum in 1980.
This is the new Midnight Express.
Bandanas on for the first time, and
Bob
you
Holly.
your team. And it wasn't too long after that you were dogging the
And
footsteps
Bart
of the
Gunn.
original Midnight Express from coast to coast and continent to continent. And then wasn't long after that, in the 90s, that it was the Heavenly Bodies in Smoky Mountain Wrestling that you were cheating at every step. Well, now I guarantee you this. This is the youngest, biggest, strongest, and leanest team that I've ever managed. The new Midnight Express. Bombastic Bob and Bodacious Bart, and we are coming June 23rd to the blast-off in the Dome at the Memphis Mid-South Coliseum, and we are going to be the dominant tag team in Memphis, Tennessee, and anywhere around there. And Ricky and Robert, you're not going to stop us. Randy Hales, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to throw a pebble in our path to greatness, but all it's going to be is a pebble, because June 23rd is going to be a red-letter day, and when the Midnight Express come to begin their reign of dominance of Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, I can assure you the Rock and Roll Express ain't going to be able to stop us. So you come on down there on the 23rd, I promise you one thing, it's going to be the dadgumdest fight you've ever seen in your life.
What an interview from Jim Cornette showing the June 20th version, episode number 10 of Power Pro Wrestling. And here comes Brandon Baxter and Billy Travis.
For Tuesday night, Mid-South Coliseum. Making his way around now, Brandon Baxter and the Music Man, Billy Joe.
You know, Corey, week after week after week, I've said the same thing, and it doesn't seem like anybody's listening. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to talk a little slower. I'm going to be right to the point, and I'm not going to pull any punches. I think that Randy Hales sucks. I think that Power Pro Wrestling sucks.
Hey, watch your language, man.
I think that the entire city of Memphis sucks. And to tell you the truth, you know, you would think that these people, this big television station, would have a clue.
More from Brandon Baxter later in one of the most awesome pieces of business that we did in Power Pro history coming up.
On the river, the Star Spangled Celebration. I could care less about the Star Spangled Celebration. The little kids, the fireworks, nobody cares about that. They want to see Brandon Baxter. They want to see the female fantasy.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing.
They don't care.
Whether you care or not, I care, and people in Memphis and all of the fans care about the birth of this country. Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Coming up after this show and a explosive end to this show, then we'll show episode number 11 from June the 27th, 1998.
That's enough. That's enough of that. No, we're not going to have that here. I promise you that. That won't happen in this television. You guys just take it on. Yeah, well, enough of that. You're not going to get on this microphone again. You just go over there somewhere. You guys try to give them an inch. They take them.
As Corey Macklin was hosting the show alone as Dave Brown was on vacation, doing a fantastic job. Billy Travis in the ring with his manager Brandon Baxter, Bobby Bronze, a new talent in Power Pro Wrestling, against Billy Joe Travis. Bronze are part of the Young Gun division on PPW.
I shouldn't come out here and tell the truth.
I tell you one thing, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to put up with it. And I don't even want to be associated with a guy like you that's out here talking. You watch your mouth, Brandon.
They want to see me. Do you understand that?
Enough of that.
Billy Joe Travis underrated. His lifestyle, little wild and woolly, kept him from going to the WWE. Oh, Bill, this was 1998. Billy, I think, passed away in 2001.
Oh, yeah, right. Body slam from Billy Joe Travis. Bobby Bronze taking a pounding from Billy Joe as Travis follows with an elbow there.
We've been training all week. We've been watching videotapes. Billy Joe Travis is more prepared for this match with Jeff Jarrett than he has been in years. We're going to prove who the real superstars of the wrestling world are Tuesday night at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Those two will face up as one of the big feature matches. Also, Kane coming in. And later today, we're going to have footage on
Billy Travis was born on April the 29th, 1961 in Richmond, Kentucky. He passed away November the 23rd, 2002 in Kentucky. He was 41 years old. He had an apparent heart attack at his mom's house in Kentucky. Attempts by medical personnel to revive Billy were unsuccessful as we lost Billy, and you see on this how talented, what a great wrestler he is. Bobby Bronze, one of the young guns, fantastic. He really was fantastic.
Bobby Braun's going up to Billy Joe. Now he's giving Billy a run for his money. He's got it cover here. One, and Billy Joe kicks out as Brandon Baxter runs over to the ring. Climbs the ropes, and look at Bobby. He's got Brandon. Yeah, give him a big punch for me, would you? Look out, Bobby. He clocked it with that guitar, let me tell you. Billy Joe Travis took that guitar and he pounded him with that thing, brother.
Billy Joe.
And knockout punch, all right.
Bobby Brown went straight to the mat after one punch. Now let's talk about the flag, Corey.
Brandon, look, let me tell you. You guys have had your time. You've had your interview. We had the match. Take it out of here. I'm not listening to that flag stuff anymore.
Period.
Well,
I am not going to leave.
we'll just get some
The
security.
Lois Crease half top says his friend from Brooklyn, favorite wrestler of all time, is Billy Joe
I'll
Travis.
tell you who he is. This is Creighton Armour. He's the director of operations for this television station, one of the senior executives. That's who he is. You watch him out, Brandon. Creighton, I'm sorry.
Okay, first of all, we do not appreciate you coming out to this television station trying to tell us how to program this television station.
Randy,
No problem with that, and I got a problem with you. You got a problem with that.
get him out of here, Randy.
I'm sorry about this, better talk to this boy. You don't come out bad about this television station, and you don't tell us how to operate this television station.
Director of operations for TV5 Creighton Armour.
There are thousands of fans out here who appreciate what this television station does, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either, Creighton. I'm sorry, Creighton. I'm sorry.
Get out of here myself. We don't tolerate that. You don't have to worry about him. You're fired right now.
That's good. Yeah, he just fired Brandon Baxter. He deserves that.
You better talk to him.
Yeah.
Somebody better talk to him.
Creighton, I apologize. I'm
Well, look,
sorry.
let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. I'm a Vietnam era veteran. I got friends who died for the flag. I got friends who didn't come back. And for you to come out here and badmouth this television station and the flag and Memphis and the fans, I got a problem with it. You better do something about it with it.
I have a problem with it.
I'm sorry, Creighton.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm sorry, man.
Listen, he's fired. He's out of here.
Okay, no.
Yeah, you're fired. Get out of here.
Don't fire him. Don't fire him. I tell you what, we'll do something. All right, 2 weeks from today, America celebrates its birthday. America will be 222 years old. Don't fire him. Don't fire him. That's too good for him. This is what we'll do. 2 weeks from today on Saturday, TV5 Power Pro Wrestling will not air at 11 o'clock.
Come on, say you idiot.
So we're not going to have the show at all.
We're going to have the show. We're going to have the show. But this is what we'll do. I spoke to Bill Applegate, who's also a proud veteran of the United States Army, and he's the general manager, the new general manager. Randy, you know him well. I've talked to him. He has a problem with what you said, so what we're going to do is we're going to move wrestling down on the river, down to the Star Spangled Celebration, 7 o'clock. And it's going to be 100,000 American flags waving in front of you to see you go down, buddy.
LL in the house. Thomas is still here.
Okay, great. You guys go talk. Let's get back started here. He's had enough to say today.
Dick and Jones. Pat's name is Pat Trammell. Trammell.
We have on air today, huh? We'll be back with much more still to come. Stay with us.
When you go to a mall, you have lots of choices. That's the way it is at the Auto Mall at Bluff City Used Cars. I'm Bobby Ward. We've got imports, Nissans, Toyotas, Hondas.
As these shows have commercials in it, and so we will just let the audio play in the background as we'll wish everybody on this July the 4th. I have my Sonic Water, and let me show that. Let's see, can we see my Sonic Water? And I added peach to it, and that's great.
Robert Hill, and I would like for you to take 30 seconds.
The event, Todd, was announced as 100,000 people. Obviously, the wrestling show was a couple hours earlier than the Cool and the Game concert and the fireworks. And obviously, we had
our clients often treat us as fans.
had a couple of thousand people there, and it was spread out over a long period of time as we watched the rubble on the river in just a little bit. I'm Randy Hills. This is Power Pro Wrestling, and we're rocking and rolling with one of my, if not my very favorite Power Pro Wrestling show that we ever did. Power Pro Wrestling, a show that lasted from April 1998 to April 2001, when the 3-year contract expired and TV5 decided that the wrestling studio needed to be taken away because they were going to expand their news operation. As Frank was saying that he loves the old commercials in Memphis, so if people like seeing the old things and look at the prices if they show it of some of the things. My favorite, Bill Blythe Insurance, promoted with us so much, and I would say that. Happy 4th of July to everybody.
And you never know what's going to happen. It's Power Pro Wrestling on tour. This afternoon, a very special appearance at the Donny Hatcher Autoplex in Brownsville. 2 p.m. bell time. See the Superstar, the Moondogs, the ladies, and a special battle royal and much more. This afternoon, 2 p.m. at the Donny Hatcher Autoplex in Brownsville. Then Tuesday, it's the event that everyone in the Mid-South's been talking about. It's the Blast Off in the Dome. Tuesday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Thursday night it's
Channel 5 and James Estes and their audio guy on staff did a great job on this spot.
Superstar, the Moondog, and many more. Thursday night at the Lady Luck Casino. Next Saturday, June 27th, Power Pro Wrestling makes its debut in Oxford, Mississippi at the Lafayette County High School with a spectacular night of wrestling action. Power Pro Wrestling comes to Blackville Friday, July 3rd. And coming soon to Boonesville, Mississippi. Greenville, Mississippi.
Very proud of the production, very proud of the fact this is live television on a NBC affiliate television station at 1960 Union in Memphis, Tennessee.
Everybody's all excited about the 23rd Tuesday night at the Memphis Coliseum. The 27th is the Oxford, Mississippi date. Coming up now,
I think you will enjoy this segment as we saw the Brandon Baxter segment with the flag. That was very good. And I will lay out on audio in this segment. Everybody enjoy Derek King and Miss Texas, Jackie Moore.
This is the greatest day of my life, and I don't want to waste any more time. Get Jackie out here right now. Come on, play her music.
Yes, Todd. They were fun. They gave us free buffets. We went and gambled, those that like that sort of thing. And it was guaranteed shows, and we did make money for that. Everybody liked being on those cards. And were mad at me when they weren't on the game.
She comes around, and a big day today on Power Pro Wrestling, as you said, that you have a big announcement out here.
Very big announcement I want to make. So I'm just a little quiet in here. Jackie, everybody knows that you're the love of my life. I'm going to do this right. I'm going to ask you right here in front of all of Memphis, will you marry me?
WWF Hall of Famer Jackie Moore, Miss Texas.
The answer to your question? Yes. Yes.
I can't believe it. I can't hardly believe my ears. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Well, Jackie.
What a great job, Derek King. Fantastic.
Dave gets back, we'll get our touches and get ready for the big deal, huh? Okay, so you're happy now. It's all done.
Come on, right here. Come on.
Gerald Jones.
Not on TV, Derek. Come
We
on.
packed the place at the Earl Bell on a run in 98, 99. Jonesboro was very good.
Wait a minute. This is live television. I can't prove you that.
Oh, come on, Derek.
Derek, I'm talking about if you beat me in a wrestling match, June 23rd, then I will marry you.
Wait a minute. You're saying if I beat
What is
you,
RWE?
wrestle you, if I
Where
beat
was
you
that, Gerald?
in a match, then we'll get married.
That's it?
So you're saying, Jackie, that you want to wrestle Derek Tuesday night at the Coliseum, and if he beats you, then you guys will get married. Derek?
That's what I'm talking about.
Little proposition for you, Mr. King.
Are you game?
I want this marriage bad enough. I'll do it.
All right.
23rd.
Yeah, you got a match with Jackie at the Coliseum Tuesday night. I need to confirm it with Randy. It's confirmed. Randy Hale says he'll book it. He'll add it to the card. Tuesday night at the Coliseum. You wrestle Jackie, and if you win, then you guys go about your merry way and all that. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
What a Power Pro show from June the 20th, 1998. Here it comes. Sir Mo, now called B.J. Awesome.
That will make his way to the ring area. I also want to remind the fans this afternoon, Donnie Hatcher Autoplex up in Brownsville, Tennessee, free wrestling on the
This Texas Jackie Moore went from Memphis to WCW, to WWE, back to WCW, all around. And wrestlers will certainly go where they can make the most money.
12:30 until 2 today. Cadillac of Memphis Covington fight. Dixie Queen on Mount Moriah will have. Oh my goodness!
The mystery partner, mystery opponent of Sir Mo, his former tag team partner. Well, how's this for a Power Pro? Opening up the Coco Ware, Bill Dundee, Samantha, here came the Moondog, Terry Lawler, the Cat against Paula Bunyan. Then we saw a Jim Cornette interview, Brandon Baxter, Billy Travis interview, Travis against Braun, Brandon Baxter getting in trouble with the TV station management, and then we saw Derek King propose to Miss Texas Jackie Moore, and we have this special match, Mabel against BJ Awesome. Power Pro Wrestling.
Here today on the Power Hour. Yeah, and BJ
Coming up
Awesome
next,
hey,
Power Pro Show number 11 from June the 27th. Call a friend, call a neighbor. Then after that show 11, the Rumble on the River. It will be roughly at the 7 o'clock hour. It may be a little later than that.
Hey, I hear there's some trouble in the back and here in the piece. Can we go? Something in the
What happened here? What happened? Give me some help out here. Give me some help.
What is? I can't see. Who is that? Mr. Coffee's down and he's got.
I don't know. Came out here and found him at home.
I can't tell who that is.
This happened somebody 2 weeks in a row.
There's Buddy back there with him. I couldn't see clearly who that was, but some trouble back in the back. I recall on last week we had a couple occasions that we went through the same thing that happened twice on the program last
This
week.
is a marquee match for Power Pro Wrestling. Referee Aubrey Field. This is BJ Awesome, Sir Mo, and Mabel Nelson Glazer from Men on a Mission.
Body slams him down, and Awesome
The June the 20th edition, episode number 10, Power Pro Wrestling. Episode number 11 coming up next. Call a friend, call a neighbor. It's early, I realize that, and it's a holiday, I realize that. But it's so interesting to watch these programs.
But we didn't expect him here today, but he is the mystery opponent for BJ Awesome, two former tag team partners going at it today. Ooh. Mabel catches him as he comes off that middle rope, slams him down. Big clothesline on BJ Awesome.
The late Nelson Frazier, Mabel.
Oh, my goodness. If he caught him with that one, it would have been all she wrote, I guarantee you. Oh, here comes Billy Joe Travis. Master B. Fine hits the ring. Brandon Baxter, Tony Falk. We've got to get this thing sorted out here. All 5 against 1. Oh, here comes the Moondog. Moondog and the superstar Bill Dundee come out. They're all part of this 10-man brawl Tuesday night. They're going to have handsome Jimmy Valiant with them Tuesday night at the Blast Off in the Dome. Hey, let's take a break. We'll be back. Power Pro
over to F-150 with 19.
And now we're into the commercials on this edition number 10 of Power Pro Wrestling. I think everybody is enjoying. If you like this Mayor McCall show, wait till you see the June 27th show. And then what I think is the best Power Pro show of all time, Rumble on the River. A lot of people, including Frank Seaton, likes looking at these old commercials from that day, those days in 1998. Look at some of the prices on some of this stuff. Television has really changed over the years.
5 locations. The Commons at Wolf Chase, Eastgate Mall, Germantown, Bartlett.
Don't forget, folks, I know some people are going to 4th of July displays, that sort of thing. We've lost about 7 people watching this show. Good to see you, Billy Pierce, as we're watching Classic Power Pro Wrestling from June the 20th right now. This is a marathon, as we will show 2 more shows after this, and there's just 8 minutes and 20 seconds, including a very explosive, and I use that word literally, very explosive end of the show. For years, one of the sponsors that wasn't directly a sponsor of the wrestling program, but they bought advertising from WNC TV Channel 5, was Fleming Fine Furniture. And then now we go to Watson Tools. A lot of businesses, as we were watching old school TV5 wrestling, and even back in the day, some of these advertisers advertised at WHBQ Channel 30. Thank you, everybody, for watching this program. The best is yet to come. And now we go to Corey Mack.
Coming up still to come today. Wow. On Power Pro Wrestling, much more still to come as we're getting ready for the big blast off in the Dome. Big feature match Tuesday night. Double J Jeff Jarrett will face the Music Man, Billy.
Interviews and promos hyped to draw money, sell tickets to the Mid-South Coliseum. This is how Billy Travis does it. Or did it on June the 20th about his match at the Blast Off of the Dome with Jeff Jarrett.
Not today, man. Well, old Double J, we know who you are, Jeff Jarrett. You come into town Tuesday night. I'm going to give you a little history about me and Jeff Jarrett. About 12 years ago, I want you to listen up. 12 years ago, his dad, that no-good stinking Jerry Jarrett, came to Billy Joe. He said, Billy, I got a son, and his name is Jeff. He has no personality. Oh, yeah. No athletic ability. And he's skinny as a rail. So what I want you to do, he wants more than anything to be a great wrestler like you. And if you train him and show him a little bit about personality, how to talk on TV, you'll have a lifelong job with Jarrett Promotions. So I started thinking, wow, I'll have a full-time job for as long as I live. So I said, okay, Jerry, I'll do it. It took 7 days and 7 nights for 6 long months, but it made him into a good wrestler. Oh, yeah. Then Jeff got a little worried that old Billy Joe would overshadow him. Oh, yeah. I would overshadow you, Jeff. So he went to his dad. He said, you know, Dad, you know, Billy Joe, I don't think he's going to be too dependable because I've heard a lot of things about him. I heard he likes to go out and party, go out and drink a little bit.
Yeah, he talked about that.
Well, okay, that's fine. Then I'm a promoter's nightmare. Well, that's all fine and well, Mr. Jarrett. You've never had a job in your life. You've never had a construction job. How many 16-year-olds had a Corvette in the backyard when they were 16? Not too many, right? Well, let me tell you something, punk. Mid-South Coliseum, where it all started at, this Tuesday night, the teacher, which is me, and the student, which is you, I'm going to take you out, punk. And I promise you, call Eddie Marlin, call Jerry Jarrett, call them all, because you're going to be carted out, punk, and that's a promise.
Look out! Moondog hits the ring even before we can get to the bell. Referee Aubrey Wayne running around. He's ran the ref out of there. Let's sound the bell. The assassin is the opponent for the Moondog.
Oh, do I feel sorry for this assassin. Well, at 2 o'clock this afternoon, the Moondog and me and Samantha's going to be at Donnie Hatch's Autoplex. And Thursday night, we're going to be at the Lady Luck. Friday night, Power Pro is going to be in Osceola, and I'm going to be in Pocahontas, Arkansas. That's this Friday. So, look at this. How can we lose what we're going to use next Tuesday, right?
You got the big guy, Mabel. The Moondog's in the ring. He's part of you guys' team.
Handsome Jimmy.
Big Mabel, Handsome Jimmy, all on your side. Moondog's got the assassin pin. Is this going to do it? Yep.
That's it, brother. We got it.
Get up after that.
Tell us what's happening.
Lick from the trash can. Oh, look out, Ralph.
Country Ford in South Haven says move it on over to a new Ranger or Taurus.
We're watching the Power Pro Show from episode number 10, June.
Charges on all new Rangers and Tauruses at Country Ford in South Haven. Or get factory rebates up to $1,250.
Moving in.
Country Ford at Goodman Road and I-55, South Haven.
Hello, Lisa. I heard about your new kitchen, and it's beautiful. Who did the work? Well, New Prime of Memphis. You know, I had a company to do work on my bathroom for over 2 months and still aren't finished. They work a while and they disappear for a few days. You should have tried New Prime. They worked here every day until they were finished. They remodeled my bathroom. They did Fred's siding, roof replacement, windows, and my dad's room addition. They even consolidated my bills and made it affordable. I wish I had called New Prime. I trust New Prime.
Call a company you can trust. New Prime of Memphis.
Fleming Fine Furniture's 50-hour emergency inventory clearance sale is more than half over. Thousands of people from 3 states.
Bill was great. Todd is both Babyface and Hill. I like Hills better, but Bill was a fantastic Babyface for sure.
Furniture, an incredible penny on the dollar savings. You'll come, you'll see, and you'll buy. This sale is irresistible. And with 12-month no payment, no interest terms, you can't wait. If you don't believe the savings, ask your friends, ask your neighbors. They've been here, they've seen, and they've bought. Fleming's 50-hour emergency inventory clearance sale. It's too good to miss.
Need a part fast? Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage has automobile parts inside 35,000 square feet of warehouse space. From engines to transmissions, sheet metal to front caps, steering columns, and replacement glass of all kinds. And if they don't have it, they're connected to over 4,000 other salvage yards by computer. They always say yes to your parts needs.
On the comment section,
3100 Gill Road.
Hi.
Mr. Dinkin Jones, I posted Pat's name, Pat Trammell, not Tribble. Power Pro Wrestling, looking at all this action, and we enjoy looking at the commercials. This could be the final segment of the Power. Because of copyright reasons, we cannot show that video right there. Great Power Pro Wrestling show, as this was our go-home show for the very first Mid-South Coliseum show at the Coliseum in Memphis for Power Pro Wrestling. We're very excited about that, absolutely fired up, very successful. We went outside the box thanks to Corey Macklin for advertising, bought billboards, bought signs on the Memphis City buses.
You hear Jerry Lawler out here crying about Randy Hales, now trying to get rid of Jerry Lawler. Well, oh, look out, look out!
Lawler with fire, and boy, that'll keep Kid Wicked out of here. Tuesday night, flushed off in the dome. The King is hot, and he's got a tough opponent coming up with Kane Tuesday night, Mid-South Coliseum. Hey, Dave will be with me Tuesday. Dave and I'll be at ringside looking for you to join us. We'll see you Tuesday night, Coliseum.
All right, that was the June show for Power Pro Wrestling. That was June the 20th, episode number 10. This is the Power Pro Marathon. This is the follow-up show. This is the episode number 11, June 27th. Power Pro Wrestling, second of at least 3. The Rumble on the River coming up a little later on in the night. It's Power Pro Wrestling Marathon. I'm Randy Hills, and this is the June 27th program of Power Pro Wrestling.
welcome to the Power Hour. Power Pro Wrestling on the air live from the studios of WMC TV5. Corey, a big one coming up here today.
Boy, we've got a big one. We got so much of it. I think we better get ready for the opening bout. Opening action today. 6-man tag team action is the opening bout on the Power Hour today, huh?
Oh, yes, indeed. And the big blast off in the Dome, of course, was Tuesday night. Man, if you missed it, you missed
Huge
something.
Crowd down there. What an exciting night at the Coliseum this past Tuesday night. We had a good time.
We'll be talking more about that as we go along here today, too. Also, special highlights of the Lawler versus Kane main event. There was a bit of a controversial ending there. We'll be hearing from Jim Cornette, and Lawler is scheduled to be here to talk about it, too. It looks like it's going to be a good one, and to get things going here, we got a 6-man tag team match coming up for you. In the ring right now, Tony Falk, the Yellow Jacket, and Swole. And going against them, headed this way right now, it's going to be Bobby Brawns, Lance Jade, and Ashley Hudson.
Looking forward to this one. Boy, I'm just losing everything all over here. All right. Can't wait for all of the action here today on the Power Hour.
Referee, senior referee for Power Pro Wrestling at this time was Downtown Bruno. Was Aubrey Peel later on. Downtown Bruno was the referee. Here's Bobby Brawns, Lance Jade, and Ashley Hudson in a 6-man tag team match. Power Pro against Tony Falk, the legend, the Yellow Jacket, and Swole. Very exciting 6-man tag team match. Announcers Dave Brown, Corey Macklin, referee Aubrey Lane. Call a friend, call a neighbor, tell everybody. A very special edition of Power Pro Wrestling is on the air. The next show that we will see after this particular edition, episode number 11 from June 27th, 1998, is over as we started off now with fast-paced action. Lance Jade doing a fantastic job as the Yellow Jacket is cleared from the ring. The July the 4th show is coming up. Is Al Tuttle still in the house? We heard from PJ. What's LL doing? All the people that support the Randy Hill shows, I appreciate it very much. The combination of the philosophy of Power Pro, we have veteran Tony Falk, and then we have the young guns of Power Pro Wrestling, the future of wrestling, some great athletic young talent. Fast-paced competitive matches is what we try to do. Have no idea, Todd, where Ashley Hudson is now. And yes, they were, obviously Bill spent a lot of his life in Australia. Ashley from there. Have no idea if anybody can answer that question. I appreciate it very much. Ashley Hudson was his name. And upcoming matches, weeks, Steve Hearn on Bill Dundee in Power Pro Wrestling.
Yellow Jacket in against Bobby Brawns. Hey, get ready. Oxford, Mississippi tonight. Oxford Power Pro Wrestling action is in
We're an hour and 11 minutes into this program. The Power Pro Wrestling watch along. Watching right now, show number 11 of Power Pro Wrestling from June the 20th, 1998. This is 26 years ago.
I don't think Dave on Ashley Hudson. Hudson's suffering an injury due to the card man, Coco Beware's action.
Yeah, that was from the blast off in the Dome. Coco attacking Ashley, and he got that tag right there. Here he comes in. Let's see him go here today.
Here he comes now, and Ashley suffering from Coco Beware. Coco's got a huge mean streak on him.
A new look from the Spellbinder. We'll see that in just a few minutes.
That's coming up a little later on today as well.
Yeah.
We've got all of them in there, Dave. Look at this. Nice drop kick as he gets off his feet. As Lance Jade pounding away on Tony Falk. And Ashley's up on the top rope. Whoa, turns around. Flying press. He hooks the leg. Kneecap. He got him. Oh, yeah.
Coming up next, we'll see Derek King and Kid Wicked wrestling.
Ashley Hudson. Oh, but it doesn't stop here, Dave.
Ashley Hudson got the pin. Tony Falk is just thrown Lance Jade out of the ring here. The action continues. The match is over.
Yeah.
Oh, look, now they've got, they're double teaming Ashley. Into the rope. Down to the mat he goes.
Hey, look out.
There's
Thank you, Terry.
What in the world is he having? Look out. What? Got a bottle, man.
With a bottle, he breaks. Oh, my goodness. We saw him do that at the blast off at the Dome. He came in unannounced. What is he doing?
Oh, boy.
On Swole now with the...
That's ringing a bell.
Now he's got the referee.
Come on.
Bobby Braun says, don't do the referee. He's got him by the throat, picks him up in the air. Wow. Goodness. What is going on with this guy?
Look at this. He's got Lance Jade now, Dave.
For 2 or 3 weeks now, he was...
Spellbinder going crazy.
But I can't believe what the Spellbinder is doing here.
All of a sudden.
We're not scheduled for interview. We got other things going on here.
Yeah, we do.
You see those animals right there? If you or you ever call me the Spellbinder again, you're going to end up just like everybody in there.
He doesn't want to be the Spellbinder.
Spellbinder doesn't want to be the Spellbinder. He became free.
Let him get out of here. Let's take a look at some highlights from the... it was a magical night at the Mid-South Coliseum. It was a great time. We hope you'll be at the next one. Take a look at what happened at the blast off of the Dome.
Highlights of the blast off at the Dome. Here comes Miss Texas Jackie Moore against Derek King. If Derek won, he would marry Miss Texas. Rock and Roll Express against the New Midnight Express, setting up the hot tag, and there you have it, the double drop kick with the Rock and Roll Express. I would have kept that out, then I would have taken more footage than this. Very good highlight for the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis. And once again, Spellbinder came out. Jerry Jones, I don't even know where to look to see those time banners and promotional banners and viewer reminder banners. I don't know. I've never seen them. I don't know where they are. Appreciate everybody watching on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, the Randy House Facebook, the Power Pro Facebook, the Memphis Trusted Hall of Fame Facebook, and also 2 YouTube channels, the Randy House YouTube channel and the Classic Memphis Wrestling YouTube channel. This is Jeff Jarrett and Billy Kravitz highlights. Brandon got busted open by the guitar a little earlier. Jeff wins the match, and here comes the guitar. Landell out to interfere. We took back with Buddy in July with Jeff, but that didn't happen.
Highlights of Lawler versus Kane coming up, but I want to tell you, it's coming back to the Mid-South Coliseum. Power Pro Wrestling on July 21st.
That's right.
We'll tell you more about it as we go along.
Yes,
here.
tickets go on sale July 6th. July 21, mark it down. We'll be ready. We got more to go, though.
A lot here. We'll be back with it in a moment. Don't you leave.
Dodge Caravan has always come with extra bonuses. And now Caravan comes with a few more, like low 1.9 financing. Or
As once again, we go
which means you
to
could own
the
America's
commercials.
best-selling minivan for as little as $17,370. Plus, select customers get a Dodge owner's bonus for an additional $1,000 cash back. Now that's a bonus you can bank on, but only for a limited time. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Need a part fast? Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage has
Watching,
parts inside 35
instead of
miles.
watching the commercials, we are now listening to the commercials.
Sheet metal to front caps.
It's the Power Pro Wrestling Marathon, as we're watching several. Coming up next, the classic Rumble on the River. At the, certainly, as everybody remembers, the Rumble on the River was on July the 4th, 1998, show number 12. This is 26 years ago. Labor of love for me in my professional wrestling life has been Power Pro Wrestling. Every Monday night, we do the Power Pro Wrestling Watch Along. Make sure you check that out every Monday night. We're here every Monday night. All the Randy Hills platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and more. Make sure you check that out every Tuesday night. My favorite show, of course, is Talk to Memphis Wrestling with Pat Trammell, Chris Ellis, and Michael St. John. Make sure you check that. Available on all the Randy Hills platforms. Hey, happy 4th of July, everybody. It's 6:18 Central Standard Time. Fireworks coming up at dark. I hope everybody's safe out there. Hope everybody had hot dogs and hamburgers and all that good stuff.
Tonight, Power Pro Wrestling invades Oxford, Mississippi at the Lafayette County High School, 8 p.m. See the stars of Power Pro Wrestling, including Too Sexy Brian Christopher, the Birdman, Coco Beware, Moondog Spot, and many more. Thursday night, July 2nd, Power Pro brings its superstars to the Lady Luck Casino Pavilion in Lula, Mississippi. The 500-pound Mabel, Moondog Spot, Brian Christopher, Billy Joe Travis, and many, many more. Power Pro Wrestling invades Blytheville, Friday night, July 3rd, bell time 8 p.m. at the National Guard Armory. And next Saturday, the 4th of July, Power Pro Wrestling will not be seen at its regular time. We'll be coming to you live in prime time. 7 p.m. from Tom Lee Park down.
I love the production from Channel 5. This is just certainly because it came to TV5. The production of Power Pro Wrestling from a TV station standpoint, just off this world, off the chart, fantastic. Directed by my friend James Estes. This is the Power Pro Wrestling Watch Along. The marathon, we're watching show number 11 from June the 27th, 1998. That was 26 years ago.
Schedule for the 3rd is going to be rescheduled so that there's more time to prepare for the big Rumble on the River on Saturday the 4th, next Saturday night.
And Milan, Tennessee is July 10th. Yeah, Milan, Tennessee.
This show continues to move along. Derek King against Kid Wicked. We'll see a recap of the situation from Brandon Baxter we saw a little earlier and a Brandon interview with Dave Brown. Highlights of Kane versus Lawler, a Cornette interview, Brian Christopher and Mabel against Sermo and Reggie B. Fine. Big announcement from Lawler. Dundee and Samantha interview. Dundee and Coco brawl. Then Brandon Baxter tries to cause trouble at the end of the show. A loaded show. Stay tuned. Call a friend, call a neighbor.
Your opponent is the Young Guns champion, Kid Wicked. Mr. Personality's Derek King, a little upset today.
Yeah, and I understand that. He lost a match to Jacqueline at the Mid-South Coliseum at the Blast-Off in the Dome. And the stipulations on it, fans, was if he had won the match, Jackie said she would marry him, but he didn't win the match, so...
Voiceovers for the out-of-town house shows and the on tour was done by somebody contracted nationally. It was a national announcer contracted by WMC Channel 5. I never knew who the name of the person that did that, but he did a fantastic job.
Dave, did I get this right? Did Derek King just come out here and say he was completely through with women?
What he said.
Derek, I'm a little bit worried about you. I'm just a little bit worried.
What he said was, instead of concentrating on women, he's going to concentrate on his career right now.
Two great wrestlers, the Young Gun Division champion, Kid Wicked, the former Tony Williams.
Kid Wicked, the champion, defending against Mr. Personalities, Derek King.
Kid Wicked with an impressive winning streak here in Power Pro Wrestling. He won the Young Guns Championship, and he's been able to defend that thing. I tell you, he's been quite impressive. However, one reason he's been so impressive as far as win streak goes is things like that right there. He's taken several shortcuts regarding the rules. Derek King not off to a very good start for someone with a new focus on their career. Whoa! He sets, he swings, he misses. Kid Wicked down on the mat. Neither wrestler able to gain an advantage on that. Into the ropes, Kid Wicked and Derek King.
Big backdrop by Derek King.
Backdrop still to come today on Power Pro Wrestling. Got Bill Superstar Dundee and the Birdman, Coco Beware. We're going to hear words from Jerry the King Lawler as well.
Scheduled to be here to talk about that controversial ending of the match with Kane at the Blast Off at the Dome last week. Kane, of course, accompanied to the ring by Jimmy Cornette. Paul Bearer was scheduled to be there, but was injured the night before on Raw. And was unable to make it, so Cornette stepped in. We'll hear more about that. There's a count of two by Derek King.
What a move, Dave. He caught him right in midair and took Kid Wicked. He pounded him down into the mat with that move. What a nice move.
Don't forget next week.
Very good match between Derek King and Kid Wicked.
Going to plow new ground. Never before in prime time, but it's going to happen next week. Live, 7 p.m. from Tom Lee Park. Power Pro Wrestling will be coming to you live from the Star Spangled Celebration. Just a part of that huge evening's entertainment down at Tom Lee Park, presented by the WNC station.
Yeah, I understand there's going to be a car giveaway and all sorts of things.
You don't want to miss it, let me tell you. If you can't be there, be sure to be watching TV5 all night long, because we're going to be bringing it to you. First time that's ever happened before either. We've shown portions of the fireworks before during our newscast and shortly after.
Yeah.
But Action News 5, we'll have some folks down there, and it's going to be a big evening. Looking forward to it. A week from tonight, Saturday night, July 4th. What a way to celebrate our nation's birthday.
What a way. 7 p.m. next Saturday night. Look at that. Right off that top rope, boy. Derek King, look at this. He's getting that boot set. Kid Wicked gets on his feet. He misses with the super kick. Comes back and catches him with it. He's got a pin. 1, 2, and
he broke the cover at the 2 count.
Up on the apron now is Kid Wicked's valet, and she's calling Derek over. What is she doing? Oh, what is this about? Oh, that's what it's about.
Oh, distraction. That's what it's about.
Oh, my goodness. 1, 2, 3. And Kid Wicked retains the Young Guns title, Dave.
Kid Wicked couldn't follow his own directive there, and he was distracted by Kid Wicked's valet over in the corner, and it may have cost him that match, because it looked like he had a chance at least to get a 3 count on Kid Wicked and get the victory, but it did not happen.
I know it. Hey, you weren't here last week, buddy, and glad to have you back in the Power Hour. But last week, Brandon Baxter got under my skin. It doesn't take but a little bit of his gravy to go over my plate anyway. Take a look at what happened.
Later on, Todd, we had T-shirts, and we had that at all the live events. That would have been my responsibility. Wrestlers had merchandise. That was their personnel.
Would have a clue. Instead of putting Mr. Ratings, the female fantasy Brandon Baxter on television, they run some commercial for what? The celebration on the river, the Star Spangled Celebration? I could care less about the Star Spangled Celebration. The little kids, the fireworks, nobody cares about that. They want to see Brandon Baxter. They want to see the female fantasy. The 4th of July is just another miserable day. Is there a flag in here? Is there a flag in here anywhere? If there was a flag in here, I'd pull it right off the wall, I'd hold it out like this, I'd spit in it, I'd wad it up in a ball,
Brandon,
I'd
that's
throw it
enough.
in the trash
That's
can,
enough.
and I'd light it on fire.
No, we're not going to have that here. I promise you that. That won't happen in this television. You got it. Well,
I am not going to leave.
we'll just get some security.
Oh, what are you going to do? Take me off the air?
Yeah, well, we're going to take everything.
I'm going to burn
Hey, Creighton.
Get the security out here. Who? Some fan of...
Hey, no, it's not a fan. I tell you who is. This is Creighton Armour. He's the director of operations for this television station, one of the senior executives. That's who he is.
First of all, we do not appreciate you coming out to this television station trying to tell us how to program this television station.
Randy,
The TV executive does a better promo than most wrestlers on the modern television shows you see today.
You don't talk about the Star Spangled Celebration. There are thousands of fans out here who appreciate what this television station does, and I don't like it. I got friends who didn't come back, and for you to come out here and badmouth this television station and the flag and Memphis and the fans, I got a problem with it. We're going to move wrestling down on the river, down to the Star Spangled Celebration, 7 o'clock. And it's going to be 100,000 American flags waving in front of you to see you go down, buddy.
Well, yeah, that's how it all happened, and that Creighton came out highly upset. But we moved Power Pro next
This is the Power Pro Wrestling Marathon. We watched a little earlier the June 20th Blast Off at the Dome Mid-South Coliseum preview show. Now we're watching June the 20th. June the 27th, this is show number 11. Coming up later, the famous Rumble on the River from July the 4th, 26 years ago today. And here's Brandon Baxter. And Dave asked,
I tell you what, let me talk to him. If you don't, let me talk to this.
a lot of times Buddy Wayne, Aubrey Wayne, different people. I'm there early and they're shorthanded to help. Various people.
Station. Why don't you shut your mouth?
It was a two-man job.
That's right.
Well, one person could do it. It just would take longer and a little harder.
Everybody in Memphis and everybody in WMC TV5 listening to me.
You do.
So, what I'm going to do today is the same thing I did last week. I'm going to talk a little slower. I'm going to be more to the point. I'm going to be real direct. You see, from day one, Randy Hales has hated my stinking guts. You've hated me, and TV5 has hated my stinking guts.
Well, when you do things like last week.
So what Randy Hales does, he brings in Double J Jeff Jarrett to the Mid-South Coliseum this past Tuesday night, and he hits me with the guitar. You see the cut on the forehead. He gives me a severe concussion, but that's all fine and dandy because I'm back here today, and I'm back and better than ever.
Well, I tell you what we're going to do.
Let me ask you something. This is something that puzzles me, Dave. This is a multi-million-dollar television station, correct?
Correct.
Then why do the people at TV5 not understand that these people want to see Mr. Ratings, the female fantasy, Brandon Baxter?
Well, I tell you, because ratings are important in this business. Very, very important. But that's not all that's important. There are more things that are important, like honor, like respect for the flag.
Dave Brown is so good.
Sort of thing. That's important, too.
Dude, shut your mouth. Respect and honor are real important. I'm telling you this, Dave Brown. These people better shut up. Respect and honor may be real important, but Brandon Baxter is the man that gets the ratings. I should be all over this television station, and you people at TV5 just don't understand it. Creighton Armour
Rumble on the River coming up. We'll show that a little after 7 tonight. All a friend and neighbor. I know it's the 4th of July. People out of town. Our viewership is down.
Well, yeah, he did censure you, and it's a good thing, and I'm going to censure you right now.
Hopefully everybody enjoying the show.
What's going to happen. He's already told you Power Pro Wrestling has been moved next week. It's not going to be at this time next week. It's going to be at prime time, 7 o'clock from Tom Lee Park, the Rumble on the River. And as the highlight of the Rumble on the River, you're under contract. You're under contract to Power Pro Wrestling. Here's what you're going to do. You are going to stand there in front of 60, 80, 100,000 people live at the river and all the thousands of people watching on television. And you, Brandon Baxter, are going to pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America right there live next week. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not, Dave. You see, the reason you're saying this is because you want to make me mad. You want me to yell, you want me to scream, and you want my face to turn red and the veins to pop out of my head and neck. But I'm not going to satisfy you with that, Dave. I told you last week that there's a flag, and if I found a flag, I was going to hold it up, I was going to spit in it, wad it in the ball, and light it on fire.
You're not going to do that here.
I'm going to get my crew together, and in just a little bit, I'm going to do just that. That flag is going to be set on fire here today.
It is not going to be set on fire. You're not going to touch. You're not going to have any. We're going to take a break. He's not going to do that. I'm telling you.
Move over to F-150 with 1-9 financing. Move over to the legendary toughness.
Again, we take you back in time to June the 27th, 1998, and you see what we saw during the commercial break. We saw earlier, episode 10 from June 20th, 1998. We're now watching episode 11 from June the 27th, 1998, the blast off of the Dome, recap, and the Rumble Go Home show. We've seen a 6-man tag, Spellbinder destroying everybody, the blast off from the Dome highlights, Derek King against Kid Wicked, Brandon Baxter confrontation. You just saw. We will see highlights of Kane and Lawler coming up. Also a Jim Cornette interview, Brian Christopher and Mabel against Sermo and Reggie Devine. Lawler has a very important announcement. Dundee and Sam out for interview, a Dundee Coco brawl. Then Brandon Baxter, after Ashley Hudson Coco Ware match, has something Eagle in mind. We'll show that. After that, we'll recap and show the Rumble on the River show. This is Lawler and Kane highlights from Power Pro Wrestling. This was from June the 23rd of 1998. I was asking about Brandon's hair, and I believe probably 1997, he became bald, where he still is today. Lawler bleeding, which is pretty rare. Paul Bearer scheduled to be there at the Coliseum. He had health issues, and Jim Cornette, who was already there, was at ringside during this match. Rumble on the River coming up in about 23 minutes. Man, we all need to watch that. I think the best Memphis Wrestling television program ever.
Due to what happened at beyond that point, we just don't want to show it on television.
Yeah.
And
no way we can show that. But Jim Cornette led Kane to the ring, and he had some words after that match Tuesday night from the Coliseum. Here's Cornette.
What kind of animal? What kind of animal would do this when I first hit the Memphis city limits? The people told me, they said, the King ain't going to go down in Memphis, Tennessee. Jerry the King Lawler is not going to lose in Memphis, Tennessee, but I didn't know to what lengths he would stoop. Lawler, you got in that ring against the giant, against the monster, and you couldn't find the chink in the armor. You couldn't find the
We just wanted the illusion that something happened that we couldn't show on television. It was Lawler throwing fire. He could have, but this fit in with Cornette's interview.
And you knew you were about to lose. You resorted to the most vile act that I've ever seen one human being perpetrate on another. You know this man was disfigured in a fire. You know that he lost the sight of one eye in a fire. He's blind in one eye. If that means he can only see out of the other. And you, somehow that fire-making apparatus that you always carry around, that didn't work. So what did you do? You took a common, ordinary lighter. You flicked it. And
No, Todd, it was a storytelling edit.
you stuck it into that man's good eye and tried to put it out. Well, he nearly lost his sight forever, Lawler, but not quite. You didn't quite get the job done. But you've got to look at yourself in the mirror, Jerry Lawler, and you've got to ask yourself,
Hales. Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, all the way to every governing body that professional wrestling has, should ban you, Jerry Lawler, ban you from ever participating in another heinous act like this, by banning you from the ring forever. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself,
Brian Christopher and Mabel teaming up next. Very heavy interview from Jerry Lawler, Dundee and Samantha, Coco Ware and Dundee Brawl, and Brandon Baxter. Attempt something evil as we end the program.
We still hope to hear from him later on in the program today.
I don't know. Maybe he'll be here. Too sexy, Brian Christopher, Mabel. When we come back on the Power Hour,
stay with us.
I'm in the market for a new car that is dependable and safe, with extras like a CD player and power.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
I don't know where to start.
As we celebrate the birthday of this great country, the United States of America.
I can put you in a brand
We
new
pledge
Kia,
allegiance
loaded
to the
with
flag
extras for
of the
nothing
United
down.
States of
Nothing
America.
down?
Zero, nada, zilch.
And so many people have sacrificed their life
Attention Memphis and around the world. The newest flavor from the Mid-South has finally arrived. Finally arrived.
for the sacrifices of our country.
Hey, here we go.
Watch party underway, the Power Pro Wrestling, the Rumble on the River coming up next.
Birdman, Coco Beware taking on Bill Superstar Dundee coming up. Tag team action coming up right now on the Power Hour. We're going to see the Too Sexy Man, Brian Christopher, and he's got Big Mabel here with him today on the Power Hour. Their opponents today are going to be, look at this, BJ Awesome and Master B, Mabel. Straight into the studios of TV5 as we're live on the Power Hour. What do we say, guys?
What about it, Corey? I'm excited to be back. I'm excited because I got my big man right here. King Mabel.
Hey, but
all 500.
Mabel, congratulations on a big win down at the Coliseum this past Tuesday night.
Well, it's another hot day in Memphis, Tennessee, and a hot feud is brewing too. Me versus BJ or B.A. Awesome. I'm gonna be in your face from now on, so bring it on out here, partner.
Hey, I congratulated Mabel, but Brian, what a big win for you over one half of the WWF Tag Team Champions, D-Generation X's Road Dogg. Big win for you down there Tuesday night.
That's right. Thank you, Corey.
Congratulations.
You know, one of the reasons I got that victory is not because how sexy I am. It's not because what a great wrestler I am. It's because that match was right there in Memphis, Tennessee, my hometown, with all my fans right up there in the stands. Because I cannot be beat, Corey Macklin.
Rumble on the River coming up after this show.
I'm issuing a challenge. I'm issuing a challenge to one of the top dogs.
And we will see that in about 18 minutes.
Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, The Rock, Rocky Maivia. It's been a while since I've had a strap around my waist. And right now, I want the world to know, Rocky Maivia, I want that belt you got, but I want that match in Memphis, Tennessee. So if you got the guts, accept my challenge right there at the Mid-South Coliseum. I want your belt, boy.
Too Sexy Brian Christopher and Mabel, and Brian Dave issuing a big challenge to The Rock, Rocky Maivia, to come to Memphis in the Coliseum.
Hey, an Intercontinental
title, yeah.
Intercontinental Championship match here. That would be great. Hey, maybe we get that for the 21st of July.
Oh, that would be super.
Whoa, I bet Randy will be working on that first, probably this afternoon. He'll go to work on it. Well, BJ Awesome and Master B are here.
Hey, we're going to whoop that boy so bad when I get through with him, he ain't going to be running the King Mabel.
Oh, boy.
Master B, and he's got BJ Awesome with him. What a huge tag team match coming up next here on the Power Hour. Looking forward to
Great recipe fine. DJ Awesome, Sir Mo, Brian Christopher, Sir Mabel,
No, he wasn't here.
for Big Mabel.
Went to the last break. Well,
Unfortunately, we've lost both Brian Christopher and
maybe
Mabel.
he'll make it before we go off the air here.
Mo, Bobby Horn, had health issues for a while.
Lawler came
We'll be around the area in September. More information on that later. But he's recuperated and doing good.
That just wasn't appropriate to show on TV. It wasn't appropriate, I don't think, for Lawler to do it at all. And that's why Cornette was so upset. Now, I've seen Cornette upset about a lot of things in the past, but maybe he had a reason this time. I don't know.
Look at Master B in the ring, Dave, doing a little strut and said his big head bouncing, and oh my goodness.
Thanks everybody for watching tonight. Some of you that started out talking hadn't talked in a while. To everybody watching, why don't you give us a hello so I know who's still watching? Make a comment, no matter where you're watching, whether it's YouTube, either one of our YouTube channels, or Twitter X, Facebook at Randy Hales, at Power Pro Wrestling, or Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame Facebook. This match occurred over 26 years ago.
Trying to stop Brian from his little strut in there. Hey, you talked about the Rumble on the River next Saturday.
Great personal
right here on TV5, and you mentioned
facials
made me think about the weather. Well, I think we can take
from Reggie B. Bryan.
Hey, yeah, no, we can be a little comfortable. We may show up in blue jeans and a golf shirt or something. Yeah. But I tell you what, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot action on the river next week too. Don't you dare miss the Rumble on the River. Can't wait for it.
Boy, there's so much history being made here in Memphis with Power Pro Wrestling. And history will be made again next Saturday night.
Don't forget, coming up here still, we've got a double main event, including,
double clothesline. Speaking of double, Dave, he took B.J. Awesome and Master B out of there, out on the floor.
They're both out of that ring.
Yeah.
I was going to say, coming up, part of the double main event, Coco Beware will be going against the superstar, Bill Dundee. What's going on, said B.J. Awesome? Well, he ought to know his former tag team partner.
Yeah.
King Mabel went after it.
Big Mabel, boy, comes in at 566 pounds. Now, that's probably...
Probably light.
Yeah, probably light. Probably through the week, I was going to say. On the weekend, so tell what this guy weighs. Boy, he is huge. B.J. Awesome just pounding away at Mabel. And Big Mabel whips him into the rope. Takes him down as he stops in. Whoa! What's to drop that big elbow and missed him.
Awesome had moved.
Christopher's got Master B. He catches Master B. Comes over the top with that super kick. Right to the back of the head of Master B. Master B's already missing some teeth in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else he'll be missing after Christopher gets through with it.
Yeah, because Brian is one happy camper here today, let me tell you, after a big victory over the Road Dogg at the Blast-Off.
Yeah.
Look at this. Mabel standing on B.J. Awesome over there.
Oh,
meanwhile, Master B
stops him.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the ring. Want to remind the fans about Power Pro on tour tonight. Oxford, Mississippi at the high school there in Oxford. Get ready. Whoa! Oh. From behind! Mabel squashes Master B and B.J. Awesome.
He just pressed them both against the turnbuckle. Super kick by Brian Christopher. 1, 2,
they got him. Turn off the lights. The party's over. Too sexy Brian Christopher. Mabel. What a team they make that.
Oh, man. Brian leaps out of the ring in celebration of the victory here today on Power Pro Wrestling. Still no Jerry Lawler, but I understand a courier's delivered a tape. More on that in just a moment.
We'll hear from Jerry Lawler next on the Power Hour. Remember, at least one more Power Pro show coming up. As usual, we'll be back Monday night with another Power Hour. We're watching shows from 2000. And let's go back to the program.
Randy Hales is here. Randy, understand he sent a videotape in?
Yes, he was scheduled to be here today. I faxed him and told him he was here. We got a courier over with the interview. I didn't have time to preview it. If we could all watch it right now and see what he has to say.
Okay.
I want to take this opportunity to do something that I haven't had to do too many times in my career, and that's apologize
to the wrestling fans of Memphis, Tennessee. I want to say I'm sorry to my hometown wrestling fans, just because I just didn't get the job done last Tuesday night. Here it was, the main event of the inaugural show of Memphis Power Pro Wrestling. Kane comes all the way in from the World Wrestling Federation to do not only Paul Bearer's dirty work, but to help Randy Hales out, try to get rid of the King. Boy, for 3 or 4 weeks I came out here and crowed about how I really earned the title of the King. I didn't just go out and buy some crown somewhere. I told everybody exactly how much trouble Kane was going to be in when he stepped in my backyard. Well, that didn't come off. Because when it got right down to it, I knew what it was going to take to get rid of Kane. I knew I had to come out with the fire. I knew that that was the one thing that Kane feared. And when it was time for the fire, the magic malfunctioned. I just didn't get
Hey, PJ.
Then I resorted to something that I don't even want to talk about, except for the fact to say that I'm ashamed that I did it. So I've been thinking about that match.
Yeah, Reggie is a great guy, BC.
Maybe Randy Hales is right. Maybe a lot of people are right. Maybe the King just can't get it done in Power Pro Wrestling right now. And so I think what I'll do is probably stick to
Do you have any specific wrestlers he rated?
I may try that a time or two, but
It would either been Lawler or me, or maybe both of us, depending on what wrestler.
Memphis Power Pro Wrestling is your baby. And you don't have the King to kick around anymore, so I want to wish you all the luck in the world. And I want to once again say to the fans of Memphis, Tennessee, that I apologize for my performance last Tuesday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Thank you.
Well, he didn't come right out and say it, but he almost said he was retiring from Power Pro here.
You know, I didn't preview that. That's exactly what he did say. You know, this is 1998, Dave, and things change. And apparently, it has changed, and you heard it from Jerry Lawler.
And I'm in shock.
It's a new day. It's a new day.
I guess so. Okay. Thanks, Randy.
With that happening, though, I have to, make decisions, and
We'll talk more. The announcement from Lawler. He didn't come right out and say it, Corey, but didn't you gather from that he's through?
That was me and Lawler together.
Superstar Bill Dundee and Samantha headed over
Bring Lawler back to Power Pro. But he was shooting with most of the stuff he said.
And before the match, a word or two. Did you have to see that interview there?
Yeah, and before I get into the words of that, I'd just like to tell everybody where I'm going to be on tour. Friday the 3rd, we're going to be in Corinth, Mississippi. Then we're going to go over to where we're going, Boonville on the 7th. Then we're going to be at Greenville on the Wednesday. That would be the 8th, right? Then we're going to be at Lady Luck, would be the 9th. Then Milan, Tennessee, the Superstars' hometown, the 10th. So you all know where we're going to be. Friday the 10th of July, that's in Milan. Now, Lawler, come on, man. I watched the tape. You wasn't doing too bad the part I was watching. I watched the whole match. No, Kane's big and he bad, but he ain't that bad. You're still walking. He came in here to say he was going to kill the King, right? Or what's his name? A little fat guy that manages him.
Paul Bearer, yeah.
Paul Bearer manages him. He's going to take the King out for what they said about the Undertaker's mother. Never happened. Lawler looked fine to me. Don't quit, brother. You've been the King a long time around here, and I've been the superstar a long time around here. So without Lawler and Dundee, there ain't no Power Pro Wrestling, man. Come on, don't quit. We got that right? Now, the other thing, don't we have a tape of Coco Ware being
Yeah, and I want to tell you, this was from Blast Off in the Dome last week, too. And, Bill, I didn't even know this had happened until well after it happened. Right. I mean, you guys were all over the Coliseum on the stage and all of that. But this is video from the dressing room, right?
I'll explain that after you watch the video.
Let's take a look. Bill and Coco beware. Boy, I tell you, that was just part of it.
I'll tell you why it was part of it. Coco, we were all in the 10-man tag. Anything happens. Ashley Hudson got bumped onto the floor. Coco goes out and brain busts him or bird busts him. That's all right. That's dangerous enough. But when he was laying in the back, Coco saw him laying down in the back, and he went out and he kicked him when he was down. And I saw that happen, so I just went back looking for Coco. Coco, that man's an Australian just like I am, and I stick up for Australians just like y'all do here in America. And you have a mean streak a mile long, brother. I didn't like you a few years ago, and I don't really care for him now.
Coco, beware. Out from behind the curtain with a chair. Hey, put the bird buster on.
No, Bill did not. Well, he obviously, like any top talent, have input in his stuff, but the booking team was me and Brandon Baxter during this time period. Bill never did book officially for Power Pro.
Throwing the chair down on the leg of Bill Dundee.
Jerry Lawler done quit. Bill Dundee, you done left the building, baby. Oh, it's all over. You got a new king. You got a new person around here.
You're not the king. Yeah, you're not the king.
You understand?
Especially doing stuff like that. Hey.
Another wild brawl.
You and I really deserve
At another explosive power hour. This particular edition stayed to the main event of them all. The Rumble on the River will take place after this is over, and there is we're coming up on around 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this show. Again, I love these graphics. I love these commercials.
On WMC TV 5.
Well, due to the announcement that Jerry Lawler made just a few minutes ago, Randy Hales has just told me, Corey, that at the Rumble on the River next week, 7 o'clock next week, that Power Pro Wrestling, Coco, we've had enough of you. We're making an announcement. You get it. Bill Dundee, you've already heard it, Coco, for heaven's sake. Looks like he's not going to be able to go. That's Ashley Hudson. Get in the ring.
Busted him down on the concrete floor, Coco.
What I was trying to say, Randy has told me that due to the announcement that Jerry Lawler has made just moments ago, Power Pro Wrestling will name a new king of Power Pro Wrestling next week at the Rumble on the River. New king named next week at the Rumble on the River due to the announcement that Lawler made just minutes ago right here.
My mouth's wide open. I'm completely in shock, Dave. I'm in shock with the announcement from Lawler. What a surprise.
And too, the tape arrives. We thought he was going to be here, but he sends in the video instead and says that he is going to concentrate on his announcing career and maybe a little wrestling with WWF. But as far as Power Pro is gone, he and Randy have, kind of had some problems the last couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah, they have.
He said, Randy, it's all yours. It's all yours. Wow.
Look at Coco away. He's got Ashley Hudson. Puts that bird buster on him right in the middle of the ring. 1 count, 2 and 3. And the Birdman, Coco Beware, with the win over Ashley Hudson. As we said last Tuesday night at the Coliseum, Coco just went nuts down there. And look at him now. He just continues.
Well, as Dundee said earlier, he went after Ashley Hudson, not only out in the arena, but back in the dressing room. Brandon Baxter.
What do you want, Baxter? Come on down here.
Nothing. Hey, I don't know what you got all your guys out here for, but I tell you what.
Hey, look, let me tell you.
Not going to have that. Just put the flag down.
Baxter, you're not going to do this stuff out here.
Just put the flag down.
Hey, let's go ahead. Leave the flag down. You guys leave this flag alone.
Dave.
What are you doing out here? What are you doing out here?
Exactly right. Straighten armor out here.
I told you I was going to burn the flag and I'm going to do it. That's none of your business. You give me that flag. You give me the flag right now. Come on, light on fire.
Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me, Dave Burr.
You give me the flag. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get all these guys out of here. Give me that flag.
Randy Hales back with me.
Dave, just want everybody to say this is a crazy show today. Excitement today. Rumble on the River at 7 o'clock.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Jerry Lawler has called the booth and says if you name a new king next week, it'll be the biggest mistake you ever made. That's the message from Jerry Lawler.
He said he was finished.
I know. That's what he said. Next week.
Absolutely know, let everybody absolutely know that's coming up in about 3 minutes will be the Power Pro Wrestling Rumble on the River. Call a friend, call a neighbor, call an enemy. It don't matter, because I'm telling you that I've been watching Memphis wrestling since 1972, and I can guarantee you that this show that we're about to show from 26 years ago today, from the banks of the Mississippi River, from Tom Lee Park, from the Star Spangled Celebration, the Rumble on the River program, I can tell you is the show that I'm the most proud of. It's the show that I think can go down due to the fact that it was the first and only time ever in history that it was on prime time in Memphis. Wasn't on at 11 o'clock in the morning. It was on at 7. Again, make sure if you hadn't seen it, make sure if you're watching on YouTube, you share it. Make sure if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, you share it. This is an absolute show that I am extremely, extremely proud of. Did great in numbers. This was, due to the fact it was in prime time, the highest rated Memphis television wrestling show there was in history. Again, this is Power Pro Wrestling's Rumble on the River. This has been the marathon here on 4th of July, our country's birthday. This has been a marathon, as this is the third show that we have shown. And this will be the final show of the night that we will show. And I think everybody that want to see history, everybody that was there, that's watching this program today, that remembers exactly the excitement of Rumble on the River, you will get to see it. Again, as Thomas Lemon, you're going to see exactly who that new king was. And that's probably in segment 3 of this show. This gives me thrills to be able to say that now, 26 years ago from the fact that we were there in Memphis on the Mississippi River on Tom Lee Park, this is Rumble on the River.
Looking live at Tom Lee Park on the banks of the mighty Mississippi River as a part of the Star Spangled Celebration. It's TV5 Power Pro Wrestling's Rumble on the River.
Oh, boy. What a thing.
Beautiful sights of the Mississippi River. from Sky 5. Helicopter of Channel 5, that beautiful shot.
I'm Corey Macklin right here at ringside. Hey, we've got a 19-man, anything goes, Rumble on the River street fight here tonight. Brandon Baxter, Dave, is going to have to do the Pledge of Allegiance right here on the river at Tom Lee Park. Bill Superstar Dundee taking on the Music Man, Billy Joe Travis, and we have the crowning of a new king here in Power Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, we'll have more detailed information about that as we go along here. First, let's get it underway. Our first big match of the night here on TV5 Power Pro Wrestling. Here they come.
Yeah, making his way to the ring area now, Dr. Tom Pritchard, 235 pounds. Pritchard wrestles in out of Houston, Texas. In Memphis now as Pritchard steps on the ring apron.
Dr. Tom Pritchard, in from the World Wrestling Federation, live from the Tom Lee Park on the banks of the Mississippi River.
One time, the Body Donnas and the Heavenly Bodies. It's his first ever appearance on Power Pro Wrestling. And also his opponent tonight, someone you know quite well.
Here he is, Too Sexy Man! Brian Christopher making his way to ringside. And this is just the opening bout tonight on Power Pro.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. Christopher on quite a winning streak. He had a big, big win against the Road Dogg at the Blast Off at the Dome a couple of weeks ago. He likes it here. He says this is home. The fans are behind him, and he believes he can't be stopped in Memphis, Tennessee. He's taking his time to greet some of the thousands of people that have joined us here tonight for the Rumble on the River. We're waiting for the signal from the referee to get this first match underway.
Referee Bill Roy standing in between as they peel the jackets off. It goes with a bell, and here we go, live from Tom Lee Park. It's Power Pro Wrestling. Fans cheering Too Sexy Brian Christopher. Rumble on the River, Dave, came about with Brandon Baxter insulting the flag and all of that stuff.
Brian Christopher, we talked about him. He thinks he's unbeatable in Memphis, Tennessee. He has a few words. Let's hear what he had to say moments ago.
July 21st at the Mid-South Coliseum. That's what's going to take place. That's where Brian Christopher is going to step in the ring against The Rock. I made the challenge, and The Rock, the Intercontinental WWF Heavyweight Champion, is coming to my backyard. And normally, the challengers are the underdogs. But I'm not going to be the underdog July 21st, boy. Rock, you're going to be the underdog when I got all the people right there in Memphis, my hometown, cheering me on. So be there, because I'm going to take your belt, and when I do, I'm going to show it to all those good people, and then I'm going to laugh in your face.
Too Sexy Brian Christopher with a bulldog there on Pritchard, and
On the screen, on the comment section, we have posted a link to join this show when the Rumble on the River is over with. Make sure, as we come out of the Rumble on the River, we want thoughts from everybody. We give you the opportunity to be live on the air on this show. We will post again the link to join the show. We would like your thoughts on this 4th of July holiday to be live with us on the air. And now it's Brian Christopher and Tom Pritchard opening this program.
But Randy's going to do it. It's coming up just a few minutes from now, the crowning of the new king.
We're going to have it. That's still to come here tonight on Power Pro Wrestling live from Tom Lee Park. Christopher backs up Pritchard, whips him in. The Doctor of Love with the big shoulder as he jumps over Brian Christopher. Nice hip toss from Too Sexy.
I'm asking my audience right now if you could comment in the comment section who has watched this show before, the Rumble on the River.
The flag, and our director of operations, Creighton Armour, was very incensed about it and came out and Baxter kept running his mouth, and finally Creighton said, I tell you what, we'll just do this at Tom Lee Park on the 4th of July. And Randy Hale said, Brandon Baxter, you will say the Pledge of Allegiance right in the middle of the ring. That'll happen tonight.
That's right. That's going to take place right in the middle of the ring here at Tom Lee Park live on the river. Feels good out of here, too, I tell you.
Yeah, we got a little outflow from a thunderstorm, just sprinkles here, and that's all. If you're watching at home and still thinking about coming down for the fireworks, come on. It's dry at Tom Lee Park. We're expecting a big show. Of course, Kim Hendrew, Joe Birch will be following us with 8 o'clock. They'll tell you more about that and have the fireworks, too.
Yeah, that's still to come here from the river.
All right, wait a minute. Kid Wicked is here. What are you doing? We got a match going on.
You got a match going on. And I know Brian Christopher, Mr. Nationwide, made it to Memphis conveniently. I understand he's got a title shot with Rocky Maivia coming up.
He does.
Well, in case Brian Christopher doesn't know, for the past 3 months, I've been undefeated, and I'm the one that deserves a title shot. Brian Christopher is a sellout, and I don't know why all you people cheer for him, because he only makes it to Memphis when he wants to, when his schedule allows it.
Well, he's on quite a winning streak in Memphis, Tennessee himself. He's been undefeated in the last number of matches that he's wrestled in Power Pro. Matter of fact,
well, I'm the Young Guns champion, and I have yet to be beaten myself.
Show number 12 from the Power Pro Wrestling Series. This is Rumble on the River.
Christopher has had a big victory to blast off in the zone.
Well, we've got a break coming up here very quickly. We're going to get on with this if you don't mind, Kid Wicked.
We don't need any interference.
No, don't head that way. Said he's going to help us out as he heads to the ring.
Yeah, Kid Wicked jumps up on the ring apron there now. Distracting Brian Christopher and Pritchard from behind. Knee to the back, Dave.
Interference by Kid Wicked. I tell you,
Wicked doing that stuff, I tell you.
We've got to take this break. Power Pro Wrestling, first time ever in prime time. We're here with you on TV5. Don't go away. We'll be back with more of this match in a moment.
My idea in putting the show together was to open up with the exciting thing. This is another audition. This is from Channel 5 News breaking into the show.
I believe we got a 19-man battle royal, and that means anything goes. This is going to get absolutely crazy. They can use chairs, they can use boards, they can use each other to hit each other if they want to, and an all-out free-for-all, as we understand it. Power Pro President Randy Hales, he's going to proclaim a new president tonight. Jerry Lawler not on the bill, and Jerry Lawler says, I don't think so. Be the biggest mistake you ever made. Join us down on the river. It's Power Pro Wrestling.
As we go back to the river, the Mississippi River, for Power Pro Wrestling, 26 years ago. I look at myself and look at myself now. Things change everything with age, folks. Makes me a little sad seeing the young looking Randy Hales, and you will see that. What I look like 26 years ago in just a few minutes.
Bill Rush trying to keep everything under control. Richard seems to be on top.
PJ in the house. Thomas. The answer is yes. Todd Alexander. So many people contributing to Power Pro Wrestling. Watching the Rumble on the River. Watch along. This is the third show that we will see tonight on Power Pro Wrestling. And also, don't forget, we will give the viewers the opportunity to come on this show with their comments, talk about anything, would like a much happy to come in and want to talk Power Pro Wrestling talk, Memphis Classic Wrestling talk, anything you want to talk about.
Christopher's got the shot at that Intercontinental title with Rocky Maivia, July 21st, Mid-South Coliseum. Also got 10 big matches that night on the 21st, and the big one-night Power Pro Wrestling Tag Team Tournament to come July 21st. Look at Christopher. Right back now.
He's coming back. Hey, don't forget, Star Spangled Celebration follows us. Cool in the Gang featuring J.T. Taylor. The big fireworks, we're going to broadcast them live for the first time ever this year. That show follows us at 8 o'clock with Joe Birch and Kim Hendrew and lots of folks from TV5. Wow. Don't forget, watch us every Saturday morning at 11. That's our regular time.
Yes, sir.
TV5's Power Pro Wrestling. We're having a lot of fun. You will, too.
Look at this, Dave.
Be sure to remember, 11 o'clock Saturday morning.
Oh, my goodness. Catches referee Bill Rush. Rush goes down as he catches that drop kick from Brian Christopher. I'm telling you, he planted it right to him, Dave. Look at Christopher. Bags Pritchard up. Rolls him up. He's got him now. There's no referee to count, though.
He's got him easy for 3, but the referee is down. Look out, Kid Wicked jumping in there.
Ah.
neck breaker he puts on Brian Christopher, and now both wrestlers down in the ring. The referee is down in the ring. Tom Pritchard rousing referee Bill Rush. Pritchard crawling over for the cover. Can he get a count of 3? 1, 2. He kicks out of the 3 count. He kicks out.
And the people go crazy.
Christopher was flat out on his back, but able to answer after the 2 count.
It looked like it was over. Looked like Dr. Tom Pritchard had the victory, but Christopher's still alive. He blocks him.
Blocks him there. Look at Brian. Suplexes him down with that snap suplex, and Pritchard down in the middle of the ring. Too sexy Brian Christopher. Calling for the super kick. Reversal here. Brian whipped into the rope, leaks over, and kick wicket.
Trips him up.
Oh my goodness. See, that is ridiculous. Christopher had him going. Thought he was going to get the pin there. Look at this. Pritchard almost nailed Kid Wicket. Drop kick from behind is Christopher. Now he goes for it.
The super kick.
The crowning of the king coming up. That'll be in our next segment here. But before we go to that, Corey, they're telling me from the truck that there's some sort of chaos going on involving Brandon Baxter somewhere in the park. Do we have a camera in that area? We can take a look at that. With Brandon Baxter.
Oh, there's Baxter on the golf cart trying to start it up.
Security and Creighton are. What he's trying to do is get out of here so he doesn't have to say the flag. But security is keeping him right there.
There's Creighton.
That's part of the agreement. He's here, he's stolen the van, he's stolen the dog. I'm not going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Do you hear me? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Get your hands off me. I'm not going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm not going to say it.
He is going to say it. I guarantee you, fans, he's going to say it in just a few minutes. Crowning of the king coming up. Don't go away as the Rumble on the River.
Haven't seen any comments from any of our viewers. If you're still watching, please let me know. This is the Power Pro Wrestling Rumble on the River. Started out with a great segment, 2-part segment with Brian Christopher and Dr. Tom Pritchard, and here is a 26-year younger Randy Hales.
Power Pro Wrestling, Mr. Randy Hales. Most of you know him. Randy, last week, Jerry Lawler pretty much said he was retiring from Power Pro, going to concentrate on announcing in WWF Raw and all of that. You say you're going to name a new king here tonight. He said that's not a good idea.
You know, Dave, I think everybody probably pretty much like me. I grew up watching Jerry Lawler. There was no doubt in the world that Jerry Lawler was the king. I supported him. I yelled for him. I screamed for him. I cried for him. I supported Jerry Lawler just like this entire city of Memphis, Tennessee, and just like the whole world supported Jerry Lawler. And I was shocked, but you know, it comes a time where everybody knows that it is time, and Jerry Lawler knew that it was time. He knew he couldn't cut it anymore. He knew that he wasn't the king anymore. And Memphis wrestling is not Memphis wrestling without a king. So what I decided to do is I have this crown. And what I'm going to do here tonight at the Rumble on the River, in front of thousands of people here on Tom Lee Park at the Mississippi River, the new king. This is the future. This man is bigger. This man is better. This man will be the new king. And here he comes. It is with great pride and honor that I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the new king of wrestling, the Giant King, standing over 7 feet tall. This is the happiest day of my life. Ladies and gentlemen,
Power Pro Wrestling. He's huge.
He is huge. This is the new king. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, this is not somebody that talks. This is not someone like Waller that runs his mouth and can't back it up. This is somebody that does his action in the ring. Cut the music and bring the opponents out here. Get a referee out here.
BC still in the house. Michael Butler in the house. Andrew still in the house. Thomas was not able to see this show before. I hope you're enjoying it.
3 men right here. 3 men right here.
Here's the referee. Aubrey Wayne is here. Corey, it's back to you. This guy is huge. I'm over 6 feet tall, and he towers over me. Back to you for this handicap match.
Oh, my goodness, Dave. I don't know. I'm not sure if I was sitting on your shoulders if this guy's not taller than both of us. Unbelievable.
Hey, Crazy Gail. Hope you're doing good and recuperated from your health issues last week or the week before. This is a 3-on-1 handicap match.
Right here, referee Aubrey Wayne is going to referee a handicap match where the new Giant King will take on 3 wrestlers.
This was 26 years ago today. This was from Tom Lee Park on the banks of the Mississippi River. Less than 30 minutes of this is friend of the show, Bo James, in the house.
Big guy this guy is. Powerful, the big Giant King. Right in the middle of the ring. Boy, he is huge, isn't he?
I'm somewhat shocked at how big he is. Randy had kept this thing a whole big secret all week. He wouldn't talk to us about who the new king might be. I wasn't sure he would actually even name a new king since Waller had called into the television show at the end of it last week and told him not to do it. Basically, it's going to be the biggest mistake he ever made. So I thought, well, maybe he won't.
Anybody that wants to join the show after the Power Hour watch along is over.
When it became apparent he was going to do it, he wouldn't tell us who it was.
We will post a link and you can join the show.
Randy said he's over 7 feet tall. I don't.
BJ, he is huge, no doubt about it.
I tell you, look at him, Dave. He's just choke slam. Every last one of them in there. Swole.
Later on, he came to prominence as the Giant Silva in the WWF&E.
Handicap match where there's been 1 against 2, but I can't recall seeing 1 guy against 3.
I don't recall that either. 2 against 1 is what your handicap match generally is. He just puts his feet on all 3 of them. He got a
3 count. He got him. I mean, he looks tough.
Segment 3 of the Rumble on the River started off with 260 Brian Christopher against Dr. Tom Pritchard. That was a 2-segment long match. Then the segment that we're seeing now started with me proclaiming the Giant King, the new king of Memphis Wrestling. Billy Travis, Bill Dundee, a Anything Go Battle Royal, and a very explosive last segment of this program.
Hey, coming up, Billy Joe Travis will be going against superstar Bill Dundee in a street fight. Don't you go away. We'll be back with more of the Rumble on the River.
It's the Rumble on the River with another live cut-in.
Live in Sky 5 over the Star Spangled celebration for the first ever Rumble on the River, brought to you by Jimmy Dean Foods and your local Ford dealer, where Randy Hales has just announced a brand new king for Power Pro Wrestling. Now, the audience and the crowd has just gone absolutely wild. I personally feel like taking the Sky 5 chopper and finding Jerry Lawler right now and bringing him down to the river.
I posted a link for after this showing of the Rumble on the River. If anybody has comments on the air you'd like to say, I'll repost the link in a little bit, but make sure that you join the show. This is Power Pro Wrestling Rumble on the River. Here's Dave Brown, Corey Mack.
There's more than just this going on here tonight. As if this weren't big enough, though.
Oh, my goodness. Star Spangled celebration out on the river. Hey, Kim, Andrew, Joe Burst, they're around somewhere. Let's throw it to them for a little more info for you. Kim and Joe.
Good evening, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Joe Birch here with Kim Andrew having some fun in broadcasting.
It is absolutely wonderful right down here on the river. In fact, it's cooled down probably 10 degrees. We had just a little bit of rain, cooled everything off.
Had a beautiful rainbow a little while ago, and we are going to have some great fun tonight. We are on the land, in the sea, in the Mississippi River with Ski 5 and Sky 5 in the air. We're going to have a great fun tonight. Stay tuned for the Star Spangled Celebration on an unprecedented broadcast from 8 to 10 tonight.
We hope to see you then.
Yeah, Kim and Joe got to be right here. Well, as a matter of fact, pretty much where we are right now for the fireworks and all that. It's a great one coming up. We got a great Rumble on the River going here. We got another match. Let's get it to the ring right now, as a matter of fact. Billy Joe Travis, he has a habit of bringing guitars with him. Is going to be going against this man right here, the superstar, Bill Dundee. He has Samantha with him. And the superstar, certainly a crowd favorite, the crowd cheering for him as he heads up to the ring right now, led by Samantha. And what should be a very interesting match here.
Oh, no doubt about it. Brendan Baxter is going to be in the corner of Billy Joe Travis also, Dave.
Oh, me, that could be trouble.
Yeah.
Baxter tried to get out of the park earlier, but he's going to be back later, and he will say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. All that insulting the flag and stuff he did a couple of weeks on TV. He'll say the pledge to the flag before this night is done.
Say that again.
Right there, the sweet music man, it says on the back of his warm-up jacket. Billy Joe Travis. He comes in here from Kentucky. He hands the guitar out to Brandon Baxter. That's good. Get it out of the ring. Referee Bill Rush calls for the bell, and we are underway.
What a night already. We've witnessed here tonight the crowning of a new king, the Big Giant King. Big impressive win by the Giant. I mean, this guy, Dave, just pounded every last one of them that were on the other side, all three of them. Saw too sexy Brian Christopher with a big win over Tom Pritchard. Christopher's on a big win streak, Dave.
Well, he sure is in Memphis. He's undefeated in recent matches. He is really on a roll. Looking forward to that Intercontinental Championship match, WWF IC Championship. That's going to be a match going to be held against Rocky Maivia at the Mid-South Coliseum coming up on July 21st. 10 big matches altogether there. We'll be talking more about it in the next couple of weeks on TV5's Power Pro Wrestling. Remember our normal time, 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. Be sure to make plans to join us. Set the old alarm clock, turn on the TV, and watch us Saturdays at 11 on TV5.
July the 6th, tickets go on sale Monday morning, July 6th. For July 21st, Mid-South Coliseum live Power Pro Wrestling action. If you missed the blast-off in the Dome, I'm telling you right now, you want to pick up those tickets early because the ringside went fast for the blast-off, and they'll go fast again for July 21st at the Coliseum.
Yeah, stop by Ticketmaster and get them if you want the good seats because they are going fast.
Look at that. Billy Joe Travis drops the knee down on Dundee. So far, it's been pretty much Billy Joe Travis with a big uppercut on Dundee. Hey, also want to remind the fans, Dave, of Power Pro on tour Tuesday night, Boonville, Mississippi. Tuesday night at the Prentice County Agri Center there.
This is a little unprecedented for me, but my telephone is ringing. My cell phone's ringing. I've been told by the booth to answer it. Hello? Jerry Lawler. I can't hear.
Oh, we lost the... Dave. Here goes Pico Way hits the ring, Dave.
Making your way down here? Okay.
Who is that? Jerry Lawler? You want to take that? He's on the way down here to the river?
Let me tell you what he said. He said that he was watching the show at home. He is very upset. And he is on his way down here. He said he is on his way. He is on his way down here right now. Lawler's on the way.
That was the phone.
And he's not happy. He didn't say much, but he's not happy.
He's not supposed to be here. We'll see. Back with more from the Rumble on the River live in Tomley Park. We've got much more still to go.
It's Power Pro Wrestling on tour. Starting this Tuesday night, July 7th in Boonville, Mississippi at the Presence County Agricultural Center. This Wednesday, July 8th, Power Pro heads to Greenville, Mississippi at the Hollywood Palace. The Lady Luck Casino in Lula, Mississippi is the place to be this Thursday night, July 9th. Milan, Tennessee. Get ready. Power Pro Wrestling is coming your way this Friday night, July 10th. Next Saturday evening, July 11th, the WH Myers High School will be the site for Power Pro Wrestling. Wrestling makes its return to Jonesboro when the Jonesboro JCs present Power Pro Wrestling's Rumble on the Ridge at the Northeast Arkansas District Fairgrounds, Saturday night, July 18th. All the top stars will be in action, including the superstar Bill Dundee, 260 Brian Christopher, Moondog Spot, and the return to Jonesboro of a long absence of the
Prime Time Special broadcast live on the NBC affiliate, Channel 5 WMC TV. This is the very first and only ever prime time event on TV5. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic television program here today. We, after this show is over in about 20 minutes, would like for anybody that's enjoyed this, and if there's people out there that did not like it, I would like to hear from you too. We will post and have both, but we'll post again link where our audience can join the show. As TT Warrior #1 says, we need to have more events like this. This is a story we've been showing for the last couple of weeks, Brandon Baxter insulting the flag, and we watched this segment.
No, you see, I told everybody on television I wasn't going to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and I am not going to say it tonight. I am leaving.
No, you're not. You're going to do it right here. If not, you are finished with Power Pro Wrestling, Baxter. I guarantee you that. You're either going to blast to the flag or you are done. You're out of Power Pro.
Hey, so if I don't say this, someone in the back of Power Pro Wrestling is going to fire me?
That's exactly right.
Okay. Go ahead and look at me, because here it goes.
Happy birthday. Happy 4th of July, and happy birthday for this country. Happy 4th of July to my friend Mark Blass.
TV5, how I feel about you, Clayton Miller, about Power Pro Wrestling. It's 2 words.
Hey, you're not going to do that out of here, I'll tell you that, Baxter. You want your mouth out of here. Hey, that's it, Creighton. Hey, you guys, get back. Get back, would you? Hey, Creighton, take it over here. Get back. Get that flag.
What a segment. Classic segment on Memphis Power Pro Wrestling. Look at the people going crazy. Great television. Listen to the people.
Take that, Mr. Baxter.
go. This is the Rumble on the River. 19 men.
Now here's some wrestling.
It's an anything goes match. Some of them are brought 2x4. Some of them have got garbage.
16 minutes left in this program. Then we'll post a link for anybody that would like to have anything to say live. Would love to know if you love the show, if you hate the show, if you've never seen the show, if you have seen the show. As here comes typical, historic, based on tradition, wild and woolly, anything goes battle royal. And we prepare for that match coming up in just a few minutes at the Rumble on the River.
Back now at the Rumble on the River, Dave, as you were saying, all these guys.
Yeah, I had most of them.
One of my favorite segments coming up as the last segment on this show that I've ever done professionally on air in my life. That's coming up in a little bit. Hope you enjoyed this marathon edition of Power Pro Wrestling. We watched June 20th, June 27th, and this is July the 4th, and the action coming up.
Hey, Dave, I'm hearing now that there's been some chaos here.
Steve, I think you're talking about Ken Raper, not Ken Caper. Look at this. Who is this?
Is that Lawler? That is Jerry Lawler. That is him. He called me a few minutes ago and said he was on the way. Now, I also had heard some conversation in the truck that Randy had told him not to let him in the park.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it looked to me like he was past security because it looked like to me he was on the blocked off part of Riverside Drive.
That's exactly what I was just wondering. It looks like when we parked when we came in here.
Yeah, but that's just a guess. I don't know that for a fact. But Lawler said he is on the way. He called me on my cell phone, and apparently he called the production area first because I got a message to answer my cell phone, and it was Jerry Lawler, who I hadn't talked to in a week. And he said
this program we're watching now took place 26 years ago today. It took place on Saturday starting at 7 p.m. It took place on the banks of the Mississippi River. This is the final match of the program, the final main event segment of the show coming up next. And then we'll open up the lines for you guys to comment on this program. It's the 4th of July. Our numbers are much, much lower than normal, which on a holiday, I am not surprised. Who will win this battle royal? Who will it be? Who is your choice of who is going to win this Rumble battle royal?
To defend his title at the Mid-South Coliseum. So fans, head out to the Ticketmaster if you want the good seats. They go fast.
Hey, look out. Here comes the Spellbinder. He's walking towards the ring area as the battle royal continues.
Yeah.
Right behind his back. I can
Streak, he calls himself now.
Yeah,
said he doesn't want to be Spellbinder anymore. He's a Streak. He goes to work immediately. He wasn't there at the beginning, but he goes in. He's after Billy Joe Travis right now.
He's got that bottle right across his head there, Dave. Now, Streak's got the trash can. There goes Bo James. He's eliminated. Trey Keller was eliminated earlier. And Streak going up to Bulldog Range right over there. Dundee's got the chair. He found Billy Joe Travis. There goes Ken Raper. He's done.
Raper's out, yeah. He went about 6 feet in the air and then landed right out there on the grass. That had to not feel very good. He picks himself up. He's holding his head, but he's headed back to the holding area there.
The Moondog pounding away on Billy Joe Travis.
Travis is out. He's over the top rope.
Yeah. Moondog right after him, though, Dave. He doesn't give up. He's got Billy Joe Travis. There's Too Sexy Brian Christopher. Coco throws Dundee over meanwhile while Travis and the Moondog are out near the gate area.
I see Derek King, Mr. Personalities, is out of it, too.
We got Dundee and Coco. They're over on the side as they're both out of it. Coco Ware letting Dundee have it. Moondog and Travis right there fighting it out.
They're out of it, but still battling over there. That's Carl Fergie is now out of the ring.
Fergie's out. Brian Christopher's got Bulldog Reigns. Slams him right into that trash can.
Ashley Hudson and Lance Jade have been eliminated. Who's left? Well, we got the Streak. We got Brian Christopher, and we got Kid Wicked. And who is that over on the other side over there? I can't see from here.
Looks like Bulldog Reigns.
Is it Bulldog Reigns? Okay.
Boy, Coco Ware just picked up this big barrel. Was full of garbage here from the park. Threw it on Dundee and follows with a handful of sand. Boy, these two just continue to fight it out, Dundee and Coco Ware.
Up on the top rope, Kid Wicked.
Brian Christopher stops him. Too sexy grabs that chair. He goes after Kid Wicked. Streak's got Bulldog Reigns in the ring. And we've got him all over Tom Lee Park. Our special celebration is in full effect tonight. Power Pro Wrestling. Christopher with the
Ken Raper was one of the early eliminations, but he was in the Battle Royal.
Headbutt from Christopher. Bulldog Reigns comes back with a headbutt at Brian Christopher. It's a match. Streak nails Bulldog Reigns. We're down to 3 people left in the Rumble on the River. The Anything Goes Battle Royal. Brian Christopher trying to dump Bulldog Reigns. He does over the top rope. He's out of there. It's Streak against Brian Christopher.
We're down to 2. Too sexy Brian Christopher and Streak. Going on, the Bulldog Reigns turns Christopher around and slams him with that chair. Boy, did he blast him with, oh, and there goes Brian.
He's out, that's it.
Yep, we'll ring the bell over here. So the winner of the 19-man Rumble on the River Battle Royal is going to be Streak. Streak right in the middle of the ring, and there's Brian Christopher laying down on the ground.
Yeah, things were looking good for him. He got Bulldog Reigns out of it, but Streak came in a little earlier tonight and made his presence known against Brandon Baxter. And then he comes in here and wins the Rumble on the River 19-man
just wasn't
Battle
at the
Royal.
zone.
Meanwhile, they've got, looks like they got Coco Beware and Bill Dundee separated down there.
Memory serves me correct. He passed away several years ago.
What? I've got a message. Jerry Lawler, I understand, is in the park. And
he made it through.
I guess he made it through here.
There he is. There's a shot of him there again, Dave.
As far as in, well, we got to take a break here sometime soon. Lawler is in the park.
Yeah, that's just a convertible there that is driven into Tom Lee Park. I don't know where he is in the park.
Let's take a break and we'll see what happens with Lawler when we come back in just a moment.
The final segment, the main event segment of Power Pro Wrestling's Rumble on the
We
River.
had some action or not?
Oh, my goodness.
The Rumble had 19 of them in there, and things are really going wild, let me tell you. Don't forget, Star Spangled Celebration continues after the Rumble on the River. Joe Birch and Kim Hendrew will be here in just a few minutes, in about 10 minutes, as a matter of fact. Big 2-hour special, which is going to be terrific. You'll hear from a lot of TV5 folks, a lot of special things. Kool and the Gang with J.T. Taylor going to be featured among others. And, of course, it all culminates with the biggest fireworks display in West Tennessee and anywhere nearby. And we're going to be televising it live for all you folks at home for the first time ever this year. In the ring right now, I see the new Giant King. Randy's there. Randy's got a microphone. Let's see if we can pick up what Randy's saying.
What I say is I instructed the security here at Tom Lee Park not to let Jerry Lawler in because Jerry Lawler is not a member of this company. He retired. He's not a part of Power Pro. So I'm telling you, you get out of the ring there and you stand there. Tony Falk, I'm telling you, you want to keep a job, you keep Jerry Lawler out. You keep him out of this wrestling area. I'm telling you now, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Lawler right there. He's out of the car. He's walking. He's walking through security with.
I see him over there, Dave.
Where?
He's on that side, right over there, coming on the other side of the car.
Oh, okay. He's pretty close to the ring. He's going to be up at the ring area very soon. Randy's still in there. He's assigned security to keep anybody out of the ring as he's there to present once again the new Giant King.
The new Giant King crowned earlier by Randy Helson. Here comes Jerry Lawler.
Here's Lawler.
Lawler highly upset of Helms crowning the new king here tonight at the Rumble on the River. And look at Lawler. He goes after Falk and Bulldog Ray.
Well, so much for the Lumberjacks that Randy put around the ring. Oh, he nails Randy.
What in the world? Lawler goes in and he nails Randy Hales. He's got Randy, and the Giant King grabs Lawler. Look at this.
Wow. The big guy nails Lawler back in the corner, then drives him back with a forearm smash. Lawler, remember, Lawler weighs 236 pounds. He is no small man.
Yeah, that's look at that Stacy.
There's Stacy coming in there with him.
I'll tell you right now, that's not going to do
That's not going to be effective at all.
No, sir. Randy
throws Stacy back.
Now that's heat.
Tosses Stacy down. Randy stops her, and Randy Hales in.
Well, they've ripped Lawler's shirt off. The new Giant King, is he choking him? I can't see from here, but that's what it looks like.
I tell you, he is letting Lawler have it. And Stacy once again comes from behind. Randy Hales grabs her, tosses Stacy down.
That is heat.
I don't know. Randy may have made a mistake naming this new king. This guy is big. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and Randy's upset because he wants it to go. He's found a new king and says, hey, Jerry Lawler retired. Well, last week on Power Pro, he's right.
Well, he's right.
Randy just wants to go on with everything. I understand his thing, but he's highly upset right now.
Well, Randy knows he's got to present matches that folks want to see. Look at Lawler. And if he thought that Lawler wasn't going to be available, he felt he had it. Oh, Stacy throws Randy down.
Yeah, she's throwing Randy Hales around the ring. And Stacy's got Randy by his hair. Let Randy Hales have it, and finally Randy stops Stacy. Lawler goes over. He's got Randy. Oh, my goodness.
Stacy was the wife of Jerry Lawler. Stacy the Cat Carter in the WWE.
This guy is huge. Unbelievable. You've got to see this guy to believe it, Dave.
The smashed crown in the ring. Lawler puts it down and invites him to come in and get it. Let's see if the Giant King will go in there after it.
The Giant King just out on the ground there. It's kind of strutting around the ring area. Randy's out on the floor, and Lawler's in the middle of the ring. Randy jumps in and grabs the crown. So he saves the crown.
But the crown has been smashed. I'm not sure what he's saying. Well, he puts it back on his head. Randy's not leaving well enough alone. Lawler is steamed about the whole thing as the Giant King, there he is, over 7 feet tall, and who knows what he might weigh. He's huge. I shook hands with him, and I could shake hands with him with both hands, and his hand would still be bigger than mine.
He is huge.
Yes, Steve, that was in the late 90s. Stacy did, yes.
Heard the last of this, I guarantee you.
Hey, I challenge you. You weren't supposed to be here, but you won my crown in July 21st.
Stacy Carter did do some announcements. Yes.
I'm telling you, I challenge you, the biggest challenge of your life. That you're a coward, Lawler. You're a coward, man. Face him. It'll be the end of your career.
So Randy saying, Dave, July 21st at the Coliseum.
I didn't get all of that, but what he basically said, I heard the word coward. I think what he basically was telling him, either show up and wrestle this guy at the Coliseum on July 21st, or just, we'll call you a coward.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's ever gotten away with calling Lawler a coward. And if that's what it takes, and I haven't heard Lawler agree to anything.
So there's...
If that's what it takes, I guarantee you Lawler's probably going to show up there at the Coliseum on the 21st and wrestle this big guy.
Fans cheering Jerry on, and the big Giant King led out by Randy Hales. Lawler's got the microphone now.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear me or not, Randy Hales, but I'll tell you one thing. There's only been 2 kings in Memphis. Elvis Presley's one of them, and you're looking at the other one. You think that's big an idiot? You're going to come in and take my place. You got another thing coming.
Lawler says 2 kings in Memphis. You're looking at one of them, and the other one Elvis, of
Elvis
course.
Presley, yeah. So
Lawler, did he accept the challenge? Yeah, he did. He's ready. He'll be there. He's ready.
Lawler's
He's
coming right now.
Bring him out here now.
I don't know if the big Giant King is going to make it out now or not. I know one thing.
Well,
booked it. We're not out of time right now. We don't have to wait till July 21st. There's a half of Memphis is here right now. We can get it on right now. Well, says don't wait till July 21st at the Coliseum. He's ready for the Giant right now.
I would love it, but the Star Spangled Celebration is going to have to continue right now.
Yeah.
21st is going to be, it'll be great for the fans at the Coliseum, Jerry. That's just more incentive for you fans. Get those tickets at Ticketmaster. Get those good seats early.
They're going to sell Monday at the Coliseum and all Ticketmaster outlets, too.
For the big show at the Coliseum, back in the Dome on July 21st. Wow. What a night we've had here tonight. The Rumble is a success.
It has been exciting, a huge success here at Tom Lee Park. The Rumble on the river. Buddy, it has been great here tonight, hasn't it?
It has indeed. Thousands upon thousands of people crowding the park, many of them around the wrestling ring. We thank you for joining us via your television at home. Be sure to join us at 11 next Saturday for TV5 Power Pro Wrestling. See you then!
Man, I have chills. I am fired up. I hope you are too, as today, on 4th of July of 2024, we have presented to you the Rumble on the River. 26 years from the time I was there and getting slammed around by Stacy, there we saw the Rumble on the River, the exciting first and only time ever primetime show. We just have minutes left unless somebody clicks in. You can look at your comment section on YouTube, your comment section on the Facebook and on Twitter, and there is a link. There is a link for you guys to weigh in on this. Weigh in on anything you want to talk about. Certainly, I want to talk also about this show today. There is on the screen right below me, absolutely right below me, is the URL. If you don't see it in the comment section over on your stream, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, you should see a link you can click on. If you don't see that link on the comment section, you can go right underneath me. You can take a picture of that URL. You can then paste it in your browser, follow the instruction, enable your audio and your video, and you can be a guest. What better way to finish up your 4th of July by being a guest right here on the Randy Hales Show on the Power Hour, as we've spent the last 3 hours watching memorable shows from June to July. Speaking of memorable, a fellow Jonesboro, Arkansasite, a former near neighbor right down the road on Olive from me growing up, my friend Al Mays is in the house. Coach Larry is asking, and we just have that highlight video. You know, it's been 26 years ago. There's no complete match at all. All we have is that a part of the show. I want to say hello and happy 4th to my old neighbor and my old friend, Al Mays. And this is your last chance, folks, as you can take a picture of that link, or you can go to the comment section, and I've posted it several times. I've just posted it again. You can click on that, and you can be a guest on this program right now, unless somebody joins me live in color, as we're encouraging you to do. Anybody, just keep it clean, people. Just keep it clean, and we'll put you on live on video. Just follow the directions. It's in the comments section. You can click on that link, or if you don't see the comment section and that link, you can look underneath me, take a picture of that link that's right underneath me that's on that screen. Then copy it, then paste it then in, or type it into the URL. As we wait to see if anybody is going to join us on this program today, I will remind everybody that certainly this is the third show of the week. Monday, we did the Power Hour. Tuesday, our longest and certainly highest rated numbers in any Talking Memphis Wrestling. That'll be on all the archives of all my social media if you missed either one of those shows. And of course, we've done the Power Pro Wrestling show tonight, Rumble on the River, as Steve is talking about great things from the late Billy Joe Travis, who passed away at 41 years old, Thomas, you're a regular. You're one of the most loyal people we have, as we have a lot of loyal people as members of Team Hales, and everybody does a great job as we continue my mission of keeping the legacy of Memphis wrestling alive. It's a lot of fun to do that. And I think we went back in the early history of Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, and we saw so much good stuff. And I hope you enjoyed the show, as it does not look like we are going to have anybody come in. That's okay, because folks, we'll be back Monday and Tuesday, and it's always a pleasure. And I will end with this. We live in the greatest country in the world. It's the birthday of the United States of America, and I wish our country happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, United States of America. Happy birthday to you. See you Monday. Thanks for watching tonight. Be safe. Enjoy your rest of the 4th of July holiday. And we will see you next time. And Steve, you can throw that question at me the next time we're at you, which will be Monday on the Power Hour. Until then, thanks a lot for watching a holiday edition of Power Pro Wrestling. I'm Randy Hales, the owner, founder, and president of Power Pro Wrestling. Good night, everybody.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.